Mix line. Hello.
Bruh.
Do we have our special guest here? I'm wondering, the special guest wanted to call in today. I'm wondering if he's here. Let's see. Oh, let me add him on Telegram. Pedro's gone. You'll never see him again. Where is this guy? How do I add somebody on Telegram? Pedro's not calling in today, no. Let's see. How do I message somebody on Telegram by their username? Bro, nice short that you posted about your earnings. Thank you. Audio low. Turn up your audio. I don't know. Let's see. Just type it on the search bar. Oh, okay, let me search. Good, good. Oh, you're right. I just need to type it on the search bar. Cool, I texted him. We'll see if he joins. We'll see if he joins. Let me just change the thumbnail of the video. Let's see. Oh, it's being used by another app. Alrighty. Okay. Microsoft Paint. Live. Let's edit the live stream thumbnail. Oh, we have 122 people in here. Welcome, everybody. Just received a text from the princess. We'll get to that later. We have some other business to get to. Did I tell you guys that this one dude that was, before I met my girlfriend, this one dude was texting her, and then she didn't give him a chance, and then a couple months later, me and her started dating, and then after she posted me on her story, this guy texts her and he's like, yo, are you dating Coding Jesus? And then like she didn't respond, and then 2 weeks later, he's like, yo, I'm having a birthday party. Can you and him come to my party? I'm like, damn, okay. Yeah, I'm just giving the same story to people that don't watch me 24/7. You know, new audiences every time. Did I go? No, she didn't respond. That'd be strange if you responded. So this guy contacted me, and he's ex-Tower Research, quant, and he's also running his own firm now. So I want to have him on. I'm not sure if he's in the chat. I just texted him. Oh, by the way, the The guy that hacked... Okay, I'm not sure if you guys know. The guy that hacked my getcracked account, what he did is he hacked my account. He changed the profile picture to some cute picture. And then he changed my leaderboard name to Hello There Coding Jesus. And that's all he did. And I offered him 6 months free of getcracked or the equivalent in USD. So he didn't change my password. He just left it like that. So I logged in and I saw that. I'm like, wait, what the heck? So he contacted me after I said, like, hey, speak up if you're out there and I'll give you a reward. Either 6 months of getcracked or the equivalent in USD. So I'm going to give him one or the other. Yeah, he could have chose violence and he didn't. So I'm happy about that. I want to take call-ins while we're waiting for this cracked out guy to call in. I want to take call-ins, and I want it to be C++, like no Python. And please don't call in if you're in kindergarten and you're looking to break into quant. I get so many of those guys. Like, hey, I'm in high school. What book should I read? Dude, I have 10 videos just for you. Please watch them. I don't know what he did, but he's gonna get back to me and tell me what he did. Why do I play video games? Well, because I work from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then I just want to relax a little sometimes. You know, otherwise you'll get burned out real quick. Do I like Elden Ring, the video game? Yeah, I have around 90 hours in it. The call-ins, ideally, you're a channel member. Ideally. A junior dev channel member. Okay, ideally, you're a channel member. I'm not going to gatekeep for the first caller. Hey. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yo, one sec. Let me just move my mixer to make sure I can pick you up too.
Gotcha.
Too high or anything like that?
Can we do video for you too? I just get more engagement when the other person's on video.
Oh, you don't see my video?
No, I can see you, but I want to know if like I can have chat see you too.
Oh yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay, one sec. Let me do this. What's the best way to do this?
Can you put like a beauty filter on or something?
Throw on some beauty filter. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. Or you could do the Snapchat like puppy thing, you know?
Yeah, Snapchat puppy face.
Yeah.
I've never seen an attractive girl use that filter. It's always like some.
That's pretty true.
Over
That's pretty
300
true.
pounds. The fatter the girl, the closer they get to the camera, and the more filters they use.
Maybe like back when it just first came out, because everyone was using it back then.
Yeah,
like,
then everybody was trying to be cutesy, but now it's
there was like a 3-month period where that was okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me make this game. Wait, why can't I use this remote control? Why's my stuff not working randomly? Oh, there we go. Let's try this.
Someone asked if I'm Pedro. What is Pedro? Who is this?
No.
I've been watching the past couple streams, and every time I check in, there's someone talking about Pedro.
He's some he's essentially somebody that was banished from chat. and he never never returned.
Oh, what did he do something or?
I think he did something that pissed me off. I don't know what it was. I think he spammed the chat like
Oh,
100 times.
damn.
Yeah. One
Yeah,
second.
man, that
Setting
sucks.
this up.
Okay.
Why doesn't Megabunk allow me to play this?
Like while having something over it.
Yeah, actually, I think what if I do this? Just I'll have your handsome ass in the top right.
Thank you,
Left.
thank you. Yeah, you'd have to like throw it in the like bottom right corner or something like that. But I think once you focus over it, it's gonna cover, no?
Actually, I'll just do it in OBS. One sec.
Okay.
That'll be easier. I'll just do window capture. Yeah, I'll do it on OBS.
Okay.
Okay, easy peasy. Okay, so yeah, what did you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, just to give you an introduction, I'm like just starting my third year at the University of Central Florida. I'm going for a bachelor's in computer science, and I just kind of, I'm mostly self-taught as a developer. I mean, obviously I go to college, but I've been learning C++. I've only ever learned C at school for like one semester. Oh, I did Java as well, but I use Java only for my homework assignments. I don't enjoy the language at all. I know some C Sharp and like GD script if you know that language.
Okay.
But mostly I just love C++. I've been doing it essentially. I'm essentially a hobbyist that also goes to college because I make a good amount of money on my tuition refund.
Okay.
And I also do like computer science too, so I'm not gonna lie about that. But I'm just mostly looking for an overview of my skills. I've been learning C++ technically since 2023, but it's been very off and on, emphasis on off. So like the amount of time I've seriously been putting into it is probably about 6 months.
And what version do you use?
Right now I'm using 20.
Okay. Now, I'm going to have like a disclaimer for everybody that comes in. Do you hereby accept the terms and conditions of joining this call knowing that I'll be playing video games while giving you a rough mock interview?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You're not gonna, so if people on Reddit cry and think you're a paid actor or think I'm being rude by playing a video game, you don't care.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. We only have hardened people calling in that are actually tough, which is good. Okay. So you said like C++ 20. Which compiler do you use?
I use GCC.
You use GCC. Okay.
Yeah, I use Clang as my language server.
And like what environment do you program in? Like Windows, Linux?
I'm on Linux Fedora.
Okay.
Because I can't stand Windows or C++.
Yeah, Windows development is a bit tricky. Even my previous job, we developed on Windows, but everybody just deploys on Linux.
Yeah, it got me very frustrated my first year. That's why I kind of was like very off on it.
And what courses did you take in school? Because I don't want to ask you stuff that you like never learned.
Yeah, I haven't taken any operating systems or networking, but I'm taking system software right now. I'm also in the middle of CS2. And then, obviously I've taken CS1 before Intro to C. I think computer architecture and design, but that's mostly like, very simplistic like circuits. They talked about cache like once.
And so on a scale from 1 to 5, so 1 to 5, where 5 is Stack Overflow autist that'll fight you for 9 hours about one concept, or 1 where it's like, I'm pretty new, I barely know anything, where would you rank yourself?
From 1 to 5?
And 3 is average for my level.
Oh, for my level, like if you're counting like junior year of college, then I'll probably say I'm like a 6.5, maybe. I would hope so.
On a 1 to 5 scale?
Oh, on a 1 to 5, that's what, like a 3.75, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a weird answer, but I'm used to the 1 to 10, so I don't know.
So you'd say you're like above your peers in general?
Yeah, above my peers. Yeah, I don't really know any other C++ developers at my school, so it's probably not a very good answer. But yeah,
okay.
I'd like to think I'm about there.
And what sort of programs have you written?
Well, right now I'm working on a game development engine. I don't know if you've used any game engines before. I don't think so.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Do you know something called Godot?
Godot, yeah. There's
Yeah. So I've used Godot before to make like very simple games. I did a game jam once, and I like it the most out of anything I've used before. So I've decided to try and make a similar in design game engine, except since Godot uses GD script, which is an interpreted language, I wanted to make one that has similar functionality but allows you to script entirely in C++, just because I like C++ so much. So I'm working on that right now. In the past, I've done the game jam, like I just mentioned. I'm trying to think of what's on my resume at the moment. I've done for school, I've done a PL0 compile. You know PL0?
No.
PL0 is it's like a fictional language they used to teach, but I made a compiler, parser, lexicographical analyzer. I think that's
Okay,
what it's
wow.
called. Yeah, and I
All
think
right.
and a virtual machine too, for that language. So
Okay. Chat, do we
Yeah.
start them off easy, medium, or hard, chat? Why did chat stop moving?
I will say for that PL0 thing, it was written in C, but yeah,
Okay.
close enough, I guess.
So if you've written a decent amount of C++, you must have heard of the static initialization order fiasco.
I believe that's when there's like static storage duration variables declared in different translation units.
Tell me a little more. Say more.
So if those variables depend on things that may be changed when they're initialized, that can cause some sort of problem, right?
You're getting close, but you're still a little far. So are these variables in local scope, global scope, function?
Oh, global scope, right?
Okay. And in what order are variables in a translation unit at global scope initialized?
Within the same translation unit, it's
Yeah.
an order of declaration, right?
Yeah, okay. So if you have variable x and variable y, both in global scope, and as you said, static storage duration, and x is in translation unit 1 and y is in translation unit 2, and x depends on y, what's the probability that when you compile this program that x will contain a value that you didn't expect?
So I assume this has to do with the order that these are compiled in, right?
The order the translation units are compiled in, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess 50-50?
Yeah, that's really good. Good for you.
Yeah.
It says somebody said the sound on your end is not great. One sec, let me just boost you.
As in it's too
No,
quiet?
I lowered you. I lowered you before, so now I raised you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that's really good. I'm surprised you got that as a junior developer.
I wish to be a junior developer. but
Well, as
yeah.
a aspiring junior developer.
Sure, yeah.
So my next question is, okay, this could be a two-part question. Chat, should we give him the hard version or the easy version? The hard version or the medium version, chat? Hard or medium?
Maybe I should sit down for this. Hold on. I
Yeah,
have
sit
a
down,
standing desk right now.
You-
You're gonna see my camera slowly move downwards. Enjoy that, I guess.
Okay, you set up all right? I can't really see you. Can you move it down lower?
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. It just moves on its own. But are you able to see me now?
I mean, your face is covered by my avatar. That's a little better. Okay.
Here, I can check the stream. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Next question is going to be all right, so we talked about the static initialization order fiasco. Pre-C++, pre-C++, pre-C++ 20.
Okay.
How would you deal with it?
How would you deal with it?
Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine it's just not a great design decision in general.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So
That
yeah,
might be-
you wouldn't do it in the first place. But how would you deal with it?
Yeah.
Well, technically, you can set an order of compilation, but
Sure.
it's probably not the best option. You want to recompile all your code every time. So I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, let me ask you this.
So C++20 does something that fixes this.
Yeah, do you know what it's called?
Is it something to do with templating?
No, wait, are you talking 20 or 17?
You said 20 fixes this, right?
Yeah, 20 does.
It's not something to do with templating then?
No.
Const expert?
No, you're close. There was a new
Oh,
const.
const eval? Or constant it,
Okay,
constant
yeah,
it, right?
you guessed it right
There
on the
you
third
go.
time. But yeah, but good job. I do not
Sorry, yeah,
expect a
yeah.
student to get that, so good for you.
Yeah, I forget because constant is only for static storage duration
And
variables.
let me
So
ask
that's
you
the
this:
one thing
are
to worry about.
constant variables const?
Um, no, no, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Good.
Yeah, const
Good
X
job.
for variables used to be constant, I think, until 17.
I think they
So
still are. I think there was a period in
no,
time
I
in
don't
which
think they imply const anymore. No,
I think they do.
huh? Should I look this up? I don't know. I
I'm
mean, I can take your word for it. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do. If somebody in chat wants to correct me, I'm open to that, of course. But
I
I'm
think I've
pretty
heard
sure
something about that. I don't know.
const
It's not.
expr implies const. I think there was a period in time in which it didn't, but now I think it does.
Okay.
I'm 99% positive it does. Okay. So constant it is not const. Good. It's a tricky. I don't know why they called it that, which is kind of stupid.
It should be like static in it or something, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Am I Lebanese? No, I'm not Lebanese. I'm Israeli. And the game is Mega Bonk, guys. Okay. All right. So we got that out of the way. Good. I like that you're able to answer that. Now let's talk a bit about C++ 17.
Okay.
So what are some additions to 17?
17 had fold expressions. It had if const expr.
Okay.
It had is C++ 17 where they introduced std optional any variant?
Yep.
The sorts of yeah.
So what of those, which one would you say is your favorite?
Oh, variant.
Okay.
Variant, yeah. Variant's the only one I've really used too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you love variant, let me ask you one thing about variant.
Love's a strong word, but sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
if it's your favorite, let me ask you about one thing about it. So if you were to declare a container, std variant, int and string,
Okay.
all right? So it can either hold int or a string, but you don't actually specify, like you don't give it a default initial value.
Okay.
What,
It's an int.
Okay, and what type of int? Like what value the int?
I mean, I would hope it's default initialized to 0. Or if it's just unspecified.
I don't like the word hope. There's no hope in C++.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to say it's ambiguous. Or it's implementation or something. It's not really a...
No, bro, you had it right. Just don't say you hope.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just stand on business and say
Yeah.
it's this. And
Then
worst case I say you're wrong, or I correct you, or I say I don't know, and maybe chat knows.
Gotcha,
So yeah, it's
gotcha.
default initialized to 0.
Is that only for primitive types, or does any type?
Any type that has a default constructor.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I think it might lead to a compilation error if the type doesn't.
Doesn't? Okay, yeah, I was just
That
going to
might be a good question for getcracked. Okay. My next question for you has to do with the implementation of things like std optional or std any.
Okay.
So let's take a step back. So you said you're familiar with std any, or at least you know it was added.
Yeah, I know about it, and I've read some of the documentation on it.
I want to be a little more clear in our language because I know about quantum mechanics.
Sure, yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know jack shit related to its like details. So when you say I know about it, what does that mean?
I mean, I couldn't use it.
Sorry. So let me like set the pace here. So my first question is always very simple. So you've heard of std any. It's relatively familiar in one way or another. So my question to gauge your familiarity is, how might you use it?
It's used, I think, in interpreters, right? For I think mostly it's used in interpreters or something along those lines. Or if you're interacting with like JavaScript, something along those lines. Yeah, any language that doesn't have strict typing.
Well, we're talking about C++, right? Std any.
Sure.
So why you bring up
Yeah.
JavaScript?
No, I'm saying if you're doing something to interact with JavaScript, or you're using it, making an interpreter or something like that, you would use it in C++ to implement that. But I couldn't tell you how to use it without opening the docs or anything like that.
Okay, so you're not familiar with a C++ native use of std any.
I mean, no, not really.
Let's talk about a type that is similar to std any in a single dimension, and that's std function. Have you used std function at all?
Yeah, I've used it a lot.
Okay. What does std function do?
It's a type erasure container for like callables, right?
Yes, and so what is type erasure? If you were to summarize to an interviewer, what type
type
erasure?
is when you have you just want to hide. I forget if it's the container hiding it as well, or just to the user of the container. but it's when sort of the implementation is hidden from the user. or the
Okay, so yeah,
specific type.
you hide a concrete class behind an interface. That's
Yeah.
right. Now, if this was a quant interview, they
Mhm.
might ask you to implement it,
Okay.
right? So I'm not going to ask you that here, but there's a question on getcracked to do that. So you
Mhm.
can test your, and it's free, so you can test your knowledge there.
Okay.
Okay, how big do you think a stud function might be? You don't have to you don't have to
Um,
give me the exact answer. I want to hear more about your thinking.
okay. So I'm assuming it's at least a pointer, because I know if it's holding a function pointer, it obviously has to hold a pointer. And I know lambdas, if they don't have anything in their capture clause, they also can be converted to a function pointer. But I assume since it can contain a lambda, and a lambda can have a variable amount of things within its declaration, right? Variables. So it has to have a pointer to a lambda. I can't think of any other like management things that a std function uses. So I'll just say a size of a pointer.
If you were to write, if you no, I like your reasoning, but no, if you were to do size of stud function, I
Uh-huh.
think you'd get like 32 bytes.
Really?
So yeah, so definitely not
Okay.
the size of a pointer.
32.
Yeah, it has some internal machinations in there as well.
Okay. What are those used for? Because I
Um,
assume one of them is a pointer to the callable. But
yeah, so stud function, there's usually a concept. The stud function implementation usually involves like, or the way that I've seen it is a model and a concept. So one of the
okay.
downsides of like a type erased classic stud function is you need to implement the interface in like 3 places.
Mhm.
Um, so I can't tell you off the top of my head internally like what exactly those 32 bytes are made out of because it's different based on the implementation. But
Sure.
I know that there is a pointer to the concept, which is called the
Mhm.
model. And then there's most likely some other things that I'm not familiar with at the moment or just don't come top of mind.
Mhm.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. And there's people that implement it in, one of many different ways. But what I want to get at is, and this applies to strings as well. So you mentioned you didn't do operating systems, so I don't
No.
really expect you to know this per se, but um, for something like string, are you familiar with the stack and the heap?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So does string allocate on the stack or on the heap?
The heap, unless the string is small enough.
Okay, so tell me about that. I'm interested. What does that
The
mean?
the small enough, yeah, small string optimization, where it
Yeah.
just I can't tell if this is like a template specialization or not, but it uses instead of using the data that would normally be used to manage the elements on the heap, it just uses that data as the string because char is only 1 byte, so it can hold so much for smaller strings. I
Yeah,
believe that's how it works, right?
yeah. I mean, you can use ifconst. Ifconst expert might be a good um, method to implement such a
Oh, for that,
policy,
yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay.
right? So that might be a good point there. Okay, I want to talk a bit about like functions on classes.
Sure.
So before we even get to functions on classes, let's talk about free functions.
hmm
So let me ask you this: what's function overloading?
Function overloading, not overriding, right? I always get
Right,
those
overloading.
like mixed up. Yeah, function overloading is when you have two functions with the not with the same name but different signatures. So
Sure.
they do essentially different things.
And what is a function signature, or like what is it comprised of for a free function?
The name, the parameter types, and like the order slash count, however you want to word
Yeah, the
it.
number of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the order matters too because I think you can have it distinguished by order as well. But
Uh,
no,
no. Let me try. Let
really.
me try.
Like if you have like foo double int and foo int double, I think those are two different things. But maybe I'm tripping.
Uh, I think
Okay.
no. Wait. You said the order, right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the order matter. Yeah, the order does. Yeah, the order does matter. You're right.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
that's something I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, name, type, count of parameters, and their order.
hmm
Okay. Um, I think prior when I said type, I think that was implicit order. But okay,
Yeah.
thanks for
I think
reminding
it's
me.
implicit for count too. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Now let's just say we add that function to a method, Sorry, we add that. Let's say we add that function to a class
Yeah, as a method.
as a method. What
Mhm.
other ways can we change the function signature beyond the order of the parameters, their type, their number, and the function name?
Yeah, so it's consonants is one of them,
Okay,
and
there's
then
one more.
I think no accept is part of it too, or no?
Good question.
Uh,
I think
Including as well the reference, so like if it's an L or R value reference function.
yeah, L or R value is what I was thinking about. But that's a good
Yeah,
question. And
because someone mentioned it in the Discord a while ago when I first joined.
okay,
Um,
let me
so
let me check. So I like these sorts of discussions because now I'm learning something too.
mhm.
Give
Here,
me
I'll
a
see if I
sec.
can find that message. Uh, yeah, someone said whether it's static or not too. It
Uh,
said const ref static and no accept.
no, cannot be. No accept cannot be overloaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
fire
that
them
that person
because
was wrong.
they're a moderator.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Maybe they meant it in a different context. Who knows?
Okay. But static can be as well or no? Because I found that one a little hard to believe, but
Let's see.
I'm not entirely sure. Because I know you can call static methods, I think, from just like an object as if it was a normal method, so it would be
I don't.
kind of weird.
No, static
Yeah.
can't be overloaded either.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Um. All right. Well, what's the implicit parameter that's passed to every class, every method of
This.
this? Right. Okay. Good.
Yeah, it's a const pointer.
Good. Okay. Um. Okay. Now, let's talk a bit about virtual functions.
Hmm.
So, I'm not going to ask you what's virtual. I know you already know that at this point. Why is it important to use override? You don't need to, but why might it be
Yeah,
important?
it's more clear for the reader that it's a virtual. Well, I don't think you have to specify virtual function either if you're overriding.
You don't.
Yeah, you don't, but it is much more clear for the reader. What's
Okay. Beyond clarity, what might it help you do?
so it has a practical effect
Yeah, it
on
has
the
a
code as
practical
well.
effect. It's not just for
Oh,
like
okay.
readability.
Um, it's a great question. Uh, if you have override, does it allow you to change something about like the signature or something along those lines? No.
Mm,
Wait, does it allow you to change a return type if it's like covariant?
no.
No. Okay. I didn't know it had a practical effect,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna tap out on that one.
No, it's fine. What it does is, if you accidentally, let's say you have a virtual function foo, and it's int, right?
Mhm.
And then you have in your derived class a virtual function foo and you pass in a double, or you write double by accident, not pass in a double, you
Mhm.
write double instead of int, and then you append it with override. If you didn't append it with
Oh, yeah.
override, then
Gotcha.
it would just be a new, entirely new definition of a
Yeah, it would be
function.
like a silent failure
Right,
essentially.
but if you type override, then there's a compiler error and it says this doesn't override anything. Like this is a completely
Okay.
different function.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Um,
That is good to know.
yeah. Um, Let me think of what else. You said covariant return type.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's when so essentially if you have a derived class, you have a virtual function like foo and it returns class A.
Yeah.
If B derives from A, you can override that virtual function and return B as well. So any type, I forget the specific definition of covariant, but it's somewhere along a inheritance tree. If it's a derived type, that it is covariant with the
Okay. Okay.
parent
You're
type.
you're partially right, but I just need a little more clarity. So,
Okay.
you're right that you can return a stricter or more derived type,
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think
but
you can go upwards though. You can't
I
return more
get I
base.
get okay, I get that,
Uh-huh.
but it has to be of a certain type.
Of a derived type, no?
A derived type, but okay.
Hmm.
So can I just in my virtual function, can I, if I have if I have A as the base and B as the derived in the virtual
Hmm.
function, can I just return B or does it have to be B something?
Oh, yeah, a B pointer.
Right. Okay. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if you
sorry,
said
I
pointer.
thought that was implied, but yeah. You also can't do covariant with void pointer, which I found out the hard way.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You mentioned void pointer.
Hmm.
What's the size of a void pointer?
The size of a normal pointer?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, can I delete a void pointer?
I think so.
No, that's undefined
No?
behavior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm
And
not entirely sure
when
why.
when
I was trying to think of
when
it.
when might there be a use case of a void pointer? Like when might somebody use something like that?
Oh yeah, when you're interacting with C APIs, they do that all the time.
Right, that's good. There's another potential use case.
I mean, type erasure.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
in the implementation of type erasure, you might use a
Mhm.
void pointer. Um, okay. Can you, if I was to call new on an allocated new object in C++, can I then call free on that?
No,
Why is that?
because free is a C version of that, and malloc does specific things that allow free to work.
Okay.
It's not compatible.
Okay, so we talked about free. Let's talk about delete.
Hmm.
Delete does two things. What are those two things?
Besides checking if it's a null pointer, not entirely sure.
Okay, well, I'll give you one thing. It deallocates the memory.
Oh yeah, well yeah, of course. I was thinking of the second thing.
Okay, what's the
Um,
second thing?
Besides deallocating the memory, I don't think it sets the original pointer to null pointer. So
No.
no. I couldn't tell you.
Calls the destructor of the object?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's just yeah. Don't give me points for that. I should have known that, but
No, I kind of
Yeah.
knew you know that.
mm.
Yeah. All right,
It's just
guys.
like deallocating that, and it's synonymous to me. But
Yeah. Guys, the the ex Rentec ex guy, I messaged him that I'm live. He said, "Bro, I'm in the club." So he's not coming on today.
oh man, I
Um,
mean, it sounds like he's earned it.
yeah, it sounds like he does. He's running his own company now.
Mm.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay. I'm trying to think of a harder question because like you're pretty solid for. So while I think of a harder question, talk to the audience about like how you got this solid at your level. What do you do?
I mean, honestly, I don't think I do anything specific. I recently I've been reading more of the like CPP reference, and I've been doing a little bit of learn CPP, just because I have some very obvious areas that I don't know anything about. So I've been trying to cover those, but most of my knowledge has come from experience, like just making projects and then Googling, whatever this thing is. So I'd say that's where I start. I mean, like a game engine is no easy feat, so you're going to come across a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
I've also read so you made some YouTube video about books to read. I have one of the books here, and then I'm reading the C++ software design one at the moment.
Okay.
And then wait, hold on, let me see. This one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
The
are
other one hasn't played.
Let me ask you this only because I saw this in production code recently and I almost wanted to rip my eyes out.
Okay.
What's a strong type in C++?
A strong type?
Yeah, what does strong typing mean?
Yeah. So that's just what we would normally call a type, and then weak typing is like if you use like a parameter pack or something like that, and then you have to do some weird stuff where you have to like ensure that you're getting the right type. I think.
No, I mean you were kind of right at the beginning of what you said. So
Mhm.
strong type is if I pass something in, it's explicitly a user-defined class or some alias that makes it extremely obvious what I'm referring to. A
Yeah.
weak typing is like if I had a method and I passed in a Boolean. If I just look
Sure.
at that function as a layman and I see the function's called do something and then it gets passed true, false, true, true, false, I have no idea what it's doing.
Oh, so this is more of a conceptual thing than.
Yeah, it's more of a conceptual thing, right? So
Gotcha,
strong
gotcha.
typing is if I was to pass in like an enum that represents, do something, and then the first thing is like, I don't know, like add, pull money or something. It gives you a little more information. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking. I forget what it's specifically called, but when it's you use the ellipses and a parameter.
Can you can you explain short circuiting for me? Short circuit evaluation.
I have no clue what that is.
Okay, so if
Short
I was to do if
Maybe not by name, yeah.
if I was to do if and then call A
Mm-hmm.
and so the and B,
Okay.
and both A and B are methods, so they compute some information and they return true or
Oh,
false.
yeah, you're talking about the evaluation order of that?
Well, not the evaluation order. I'm talking
Mhm.
about what is short-circuiting given that example.
Ooh. Um, is that if one of those methods interferes with the other,
No,
and
they're
then it
not
might.
interfering. No.
Okay.
So if I was to have A, let's say I have a method A returns
Mm-hmm.
false, and then I have a
Mm-hmm.
method B returns true.
Yeah.
And in my if statement, I do if A
Oh,
and B.
yeah. So this is, I think, if you encounter, and you said and, right?
Yeah.
Specifically and. So if you encounter the false one first, I believe it prevents the true, any of the following ones from being called, right?
Right.
Yeah. So is that what you mean by short circuiting?
Yeah, that's right. That's the term.
Okay. Yeah. I just didn't know that I had a name for it, but.
No, all good. Do you know? I'm trying to think back to methods because that's what we're on right now. So, do you know what the C++'s most vexing parse is?
Yeah, it's when it can't determine if something is a function declaration or a default
Yeah.
initialization.
I don't understand why that was such a controversial question when you have literal university students know the answer, and then you have like tenured C++ devs that are like, oh, I don't need to know that, I can just search it up. It's like, you can't search it up if you don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, that's a pretty bad argument because usually C++ errors are horrible. So half the time you won't even be able to search it up.
exactly, yeah. You
Yeah.
won't even know what's going on and what's wrong.
Yeah.
Because the C++ assumes you're cracked until you prove that you're cooked.
Essentially, yeah.
And by assuming you're cracked, it doesn't tell you really why you got something wrong because it assumes that you're smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah.
So if you say you're a tenured C++ dev and you've never heard of the most vexing parse, that's a tell,
it's
dude.
a-
That's not a
yeah,
flex.
it's
That's
not
a tell
great.
on you.
It's not great.
That's not
Yeah.
great. Okay. 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 I guess given the most vexing. Okay. Let me think. How might you solve them for the most vexing parse?
How might I solve it?
That's a bad way to put it, actually.
I mean, you could use braces.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So even if
Yeah,
you put
curly
it
braces.
badly, you still got it because you're smart.
Mhm.
So good.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's auto?
Auto is just automatic type deduction.
Yeah. And when might you use auto?
I mean, besides like convenience.
Yeah, besides convenience.
I think it has some deduction rules that are slightly different from templating that might be useful.
They're not
Like, I think
useful. You don't
Uh-huh.
use auto for the slightly different deduction rules that
Gotcha.
probably will confuse most people.
Do you? I mean, are you looking for something like within like template metaprogramming?
No. There's obvious reasons why you might use it.
Okay.
You don't have to think too crazy.
Obvious. Okay, and it's not just the convenience of it.
Well, what do you mean by convenience? I don't know what that
So
means.
yeah, like not having to write out the explicit type. Like if you're like doing auto make shared or something like that.
When I say convenience, what I think of is auto is less characters to type than double, so I'll just use auto. That's what I think of when I think convenience. That's okay. That's the junior.
That's not what you're going for?
That's the junior dev answer.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a mid-level dev answer.
Is it something to do with brace initialization?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, you know this. I know you know this. Come on.
Oh, come
Pull
on.
through. Pull through.
Decal type?
What?
Something with decal type? No.
I mean, I've seen decal type auto.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
As like perfect forwarding of return types.
So this is something that's like, is this something that genuinely affects like the assembly, like the actual code that's output,
Okay,
or is it more
I'm
for the
gonna.
reader?
Do you want me to give it to you? You're gonna hit yourself in the head though.
Sure. Okay.
Actually, no. I don't want to give it to you because you know this.
Is it like I said? Is it something that actually affects what's compiled, or is it more for the reader? Because that's partially what I mean by convenience. Like if something is to make something more explicit for the reader as well.
I don't understand how using auto will make the things more explicit for the reader.
Well, I don't know. If you have some word salad type, then it I don't know. Just give it to me.
Okay. Some objects you don't know their type before compile time, like lambdas.
Okay.
You know what lambda is?
Yeah, I know Lambda.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's a lambda's type?
It's like the compiler just gives it a random name.
Right. And
Yeah.
what are lambdas synthesized to?
Classes.
Right. Or
Yeah.
structs, whatever.
Yeah.
So
So is it just you just mean for lambdas?
you don't know the type of the lambda beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
got you. Well, okay. Because I mentioned
Wait, do you know the type of the lambda beforehand?
No.
Right.
No, I was just I was just thinking in my head because I said
Okay.
something about template metaprogramming that kind of falls in the
Get that out of your head. 99% of the code you're gonna do is not gonna do anything with template metaprogramming.
I got you. Yeah, I've just been doing it a little bit recently, so it's like, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the L on that one.
I think with concepts that's gonna change. So you mentioned you do C++ 20.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what abbreviated function template syntax is?
Abbreviated function template syntax. Abbreviated function template syntax. Like you're talking about like requires or something like that?
No.
No, yeah, I haven't gotten too far into all that.
Okay. Have you ever typed something that looks like this?
Oh, is this in the chat? Void foo. I haven't personally, but
Okay.
I can recognize that.
That's equivalent to this.
Okay.
And that's a C++ 20 edition.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I didn't know that.
I love that answer. That's good to know.
Oh, sorry.
No, dude. I'm actually serious because.
Oh, okay.
Because there are people that will listen to exactly what I just told you, and they'll be like, "F you, I don't need to know that. I'll just Google it when I didn't know it beforehand." And then there's people that are like, "Oh, okay, that's good to know. I just learned something new."
Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna yell at me for saying I've seen it before, 'cause I know
that's
like what
honestly
you
the
hate.
best answer you could have given me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. What's a string view?
String view is like a basically easier way to pass around a string that you know is going to be read only.
Yeah, and what might a string view look like under the hood?
Is it just a pointer to the original string? Because you can just, I think so, or not to the like the standard string, but I mean like to the first character of the C style string.
So it's just a pointer? That's it?
Oh, I mean I'm gonna doubt that now, but under the hood, no, I couldn't tell you. I haven't used it very much.
Bro, come on, you know this. I know you know this.
I know some random things, man. String view under the hood.
Just think about it. You have to just think about it.
What does it look like under the hood? Okay,
you got
so
the
it's not
first part right. You got part 1 right.
Yeah, it's just an owning.
Is it owning?
No, not owning. Sorry. Yeah. I'm thinking out loud. It's a non-owning view of a string, like a read-only.
Okay, but why is it just a pointer?
Because you don't. Well, I guess it'd be a const pointer. But I don't know any like methods that are associated with string view besides just.
Well, I have a
string.
pointer to a string.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know how long it is?
Oh, and a size, I guess.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
I mentioned like the C style string, so I don't know if it would just use the multi-ringer, but I got you. Yeah.
No,
So a pointer and a just a size T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's stud span was added in C++ 20.
Oh man, I've heard. I'm not gonna say I've heard of it before. I've never heard of anything before in my life. Stud span. Nah, I couldn't tell you. It's very vaguely in the back of my mind, but I've never used it before. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. It's also a pointer and a size.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great.
Okay.
Is string view just a stud span?
It's very similar. It has some additional utilities on it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like string-specific utilities.
Okay.
Okay. I'll leave it there. Do you have any questions for me regarding?
Yeah. Well, I've maybe two. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'll say I don't know if this is the right place to do this, but I submitted a question to getcracked, and I saw you were reviewing it, or I think you were reviewing it. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
but you posted some question to the Discord asking if this was valid, and it was
Oh,
a null pointer dereference.
yeah.
Was that you reviewing the question?
Yeah, that was. I
Did
don't think
you?
I'd approved it yet. I just want to read into it more.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. There's a part of it where I mentioned the inlining. Delete that. It's not right. I did some testing.
Okay.
But yeah. I also couldn't find if that was technically a null pointer dereference or not, like in the standard, because it never.
Because I don't want to talk about something that chat has no idea about.
Got you.
So
Yeah, yeah.
let's
Yeah. So I'll wrap it up real quick. I'm kind of looking for internships now, but I'm not entirely sure which field I should go into. I mean, I'm obviously developing a game engine right now, but I know as long as I'm using C++, honestly, I'll be happy. Do you have any sort of like recommendations or like anything that's kind of popping right now?
I think you'd be a good fit for like a intern at a quant company.
A quant company? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah,
also,
I don't know too much about quant, but
also a game like game dev company might be cool for you.
Okay.
It depends on your interests and like what you like. Game engine development, you said, is something that
Okay.
you're interested in.
yeah, I think I like pretty low level stuff.
Yeah, maybe some embedded devices or database architecture, that sort of stuff.
Okay. And do you think there's like a good sort of project or I could get started with to do that?
I have a
Or just
bunch of
continue?
channels, I have a bunch of videos on my channel about like build this, build that.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think if you do get cracked, you'll like, doesn't matter which industry, you'll be pretty solid.
Okay.
So if
Alright.
if your goal is being solid, that's probably your best bet at the moment.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate the
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, good. And at a scale out of 1 to 10, where 10 is for your, like 5 for your level is average, and 10 is like God, and 1 is like knows nothing, I'd give you a solid, assuming like you don't fuck up the simple stuff that I asked you, like string view, I would give you
Yeah.
an 8, otherwise 7.5.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
but when I say 7.5, that's like solid intern candidate, top 5 interviewing candidate, and most likely an offer.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
All right,
it.
cool.
All right, man. Have a good day.
See ya. Let's see. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, one sec. What am I drinking? Ultra protein. Yeah, so how can I help you?
So I'm in kind of a weird situation. So I'm not a college student. I've actually technically been a quant developer for about 4 years at a Fortune 500 company. But I definitely don't feel like I have learned all that much about C++ because all I do is maintain legacy code. So now I'm really looking to like move on to somewhere better after I finish vesting and I actually learn how to be a better developer. So I've been watching a lot of your content and I've been trying to study and I guess I'm just looking to keep assessing myself and keep trying to grow and keep trying to learn.
Sure. What do you mean you're a quant developer at a Fortune 500 company? Are you like quant adjacent, like at like the ICE or SIBO or something?
So we do quantitative analytics on fixed income products. So I'm at a just to keep my identity relatively
sure.
So I'm at a firm that's like very well known for its like retirement stuff.
Okay.
And so they have a ton of fixed income holdings.
Okay.
And they have a brokerage as well. And so we provide analytics to all the like portfolio managers and the traders at the company to help them kind of manage their funds.
Okay. So you're like
So,
more on the
like,
data analysis side?
Not really, because
Oh.
all of our models are written in C++. And
Okay.
so like every day, like one of the quant analysts might say, hey, like, our swaps under this portfolio are, giving us the incorrect analytics, or they didn't generate analytics at all. And then we have to go into the C++ code and like figure out why the fuck it's not working.
Okay.
Or why it's wrong. So it's like, it really is like a great intersection between like finance and tech, but it's, I think I've definitely learned a lot more on the finance side than I have the tech side.
Interesting.
And I don't want to be in the finance side this much forever. I definitely want to I want to kind of try my hand at like trading systems or things like that.
What % of your day would you say you're coding versus other things, and what are those other things?
Oh God. Honestly, not even that much. I would say like 25 to 50% of the day is probably spent actually like either looking at code or hold on, writing code,
Yeah.
not very often, looking at code a lot more often.
Okay, so writing code 10% of the time?
Yeah, probably. Because and a lot of the changes that I've made are like nipping around the edges because it's just legacy code, you know?
Sure. And then what version of C++ do you use?
So technically our compiler is 17, but I would say like 11 is where I've spent a lot of time, but I'm trying to learn more about like 14, 17, and 20.
Okay. At least, yeah, learning outside of work is going to be your best bet there. Like,
Right.
the company I work at now is C++ 11, but
Mhm.
you can get most of what you need done in 11.
Yeah. So I mean, I've gotten a lot of books. Like I got Scott Meyer's his like more effective C++, and I have the Move Semantics book, and I have I think it's C++ 20 book, but I haven't really gotten too far into it. So whenever I have free time, it's just kind of tough.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and you're looking for an assessment? I don't know what you're looking for.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, I would say if like so I'm technically I think I'm going to get promoted this year from junior to senior, but I definitely don't feel like necessarily if I just went and interviewed anywhere else, and I have interviewed at plenty of other places, that I really feel super confident as a senior. So I would say I'm like somewhere between like junior and mid-level, I guess.
How do you go from junior to senior?
I guess it's just the leveling in my company. So it's whatever, like it's not, so I'm level 4 or something right now. And that's not the lowest. I think 3 is technically the lowest, but like next is just happens to be senior, and then like principal. And that's kind of like the progression.
Okay. I'm assuming if you use 11, you're familiar with smart pointers?
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
Smart pointers are like the RAII implementation of pointers, so that you get safety allocation. So if you like if you declare a smart pointer, let's just take unique pointer for example. So only it makes sure that only one thing is being there's only one pointer with ownership, and when it leaves scope, it gets deallocated on its own.
And so you mentioned unique pointer. How big is that?
Unique pointer. So a regular pointer, I think in 32-bit is 4 bytes. At 64-bit, I think it's 8 bytes.
Yeah.
A unique pointer, I would think it's maybe 12 bytes, but it's kind of a guess.
Okay, well, let's set a baseline. So 64-bit architecture. Where does the additional 4 bytes come from?
I was gonna say if there's like an int, if there's an int being like a counter or something, even though it's not like a shared pointer counter, but just something to denote that something is being pointed to by that pointer. But I guess maybe a Boolean would be able to accomplish that. So I'm not sure. I'm kind of like trying.
What else might be used to check if a pointer exists or not outside of needing to have a Boolean?
Just to check if a pointer exists or not.
Yeah, like why do you need because you said that you're going to use an integer or a Boolean to specify whether something's actually being pointed to.
Right.
What can you use instead of that? Like, do you need you need something?
I guess
additional?
probably not. Like you could just do a null PTR check. Yeah,
that's right. So it's the same size as a raw pointer.
Okay.
Now, can a unique pointer be copied?
A unique, no, but it can be moved.
Okay. Now, let's say I move a unique pointer into a let's say I move a unique pointer into a method that will take a unique pointer by copy. Is that allowed? So I have a method that's like called foo, and it takes a unique pointer by copy, not by reference.
Right, I understand the question. It's either I guess what I'm trying to figure out is whether it's a runtime error or it's a compilation error. My hunch is that it would be a compilation error.
Why would it be an error to begin with?
Well, you can't make a copy of a unique pointer. It's like definitionally the pointer is unique, right?
Right, but you can still move it into a function despite the function.
I'm sorry. You're moving it into the function that takes a copy.
Can you do
I guess in that case, you probably could. I don't know why you'd want to, but it might cause you problems downstream from there.
I don't really know what that means because you're giving me like it probably could maybe, and it might give you problems. So like I need something a little more concrete.
Yeah. I think it would be allowed, but I'm pretty sure it's not good practice to do that. But I'd have to think about like why exactly.
I mean, I don't think it's bad practice. It is allowed. It's the only way that you can achieve that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give, I guess, an example of like when you'd want to do that?
You might have a function that you want the user to. You want to make it clear to the user that they need to that unique pointer should not be used after that invocation to that method. So instead of taking the unique pointer by reference, you force somebody to move it into that specific method, and then they know that unique pointer is now expired in the calling scope.
Okay, and then you'd have to, I guess, handle it in that function if
Yeah.
you want it to get moved again, right? Or you want it not literally STD moved, but like moved or used somewhere else again.
Usually in this sort of pattern, that object would die at the end of that unique pointer would die at the end of the function scope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it would be consumed essentially.
Sure.
Now, we're talking about like moving and objects dying and stuff. There are two primary categories or value types in C++.
Like R value, L value?
Yeah, what is that?
So L values are anything that can hold like memory, and an R value would be something that can't. So for example, like if you wrote the expression like int x equals 5, x is a variable, it can hold a value, so that would be an L value. 5 is just a number, right? That would be considered an R value.
Okay. There are new categories that have been added. There's PR value, GL value, and X value.
Ooh, those I'm not familiar with. Is that what version is that in C++?
I think X value was added in 11, and PR.
Okay.
I don't want to give it away. Do you know what it is?
An X value?
Yeah. Is that the
I
right
do
term?
not.
Is it? Let me just make sure because I don't want to give you the wrong term and then. Yeah. Okay, that is the right term. Okay. Essentially, it's an expired value.
Oh,
So something
okay,
that is
you gave me something to research. All right.
Yeah. Can you maybe think of what sort of value might be an expired value?
I would think it's what you had in something that you moved.
Yeah. Good job.
After you move it, right?
Yeah. Good job. That's right.
Because you can't really guarantee the state after you move something, right? You have to assume that it's like unusable and that but I think you can actually use like the same variable that was moved and like put something else in it, right?
Yeah. And what might you think the C++ standard dictates for X values? Like, for example, can they be reused?
So, like, can the variable that was moved be reused?
Was moved
Is that
from,
the question?
yeah, was it going to be reused? So, for example,
yeah, that's what I was talking about, right? Yeah.
For example, let's say I have a string,
Okay.
and I move the string.
Okay.
So X equals some string, and then I move
Sure.
the string. Can I call methods on X?
Oh, after you moved it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's just if you don't put anything in there, you probably get undefined behavior.
I would say that's like the way that I've learned it is an object that's moved from is in an unspecified. It should be left in an it's left in an unspecified yet valid state.
Right.
But it's best, in my opinion, if you don't touch it after it's been expired.
Yeah, I think when I was
one sec, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can touch it if you reassign X to another string. Then it's totally
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Yeah.
But other than that, based off the way that container is implemented as it's moved from, its internals should be in a valid but unspecified state. But I don't really trust some people in the way that they implement their move assignment and move constructor, move assignment. So I just tend to not touch it after.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I learned about that. I was reading. I think there's an example in Concurrency in Action, if you've read that, where I think he moves a thread and then he like reassigns that thread to another function. And I was like, oh, had no idea you could do that.
Yeah. Who wrote Concurrency in Action? This is. Yeah, who wrote Concurrency in Action?
Oh God, it's sitting on my bookshelf. I actually don't remember It's not Josudas. Ooh.
Don't worry about it. I'm
Okay.
gonna ask that because I'm gonna clip it and put it on TikTok, and everybody's gonna get pissed off.
Oh, great.
You don't need to know that for an interview, by the way, in case
Yeah.
you know you need that explicitly said to you for whatever reason. I just wanted to. Because I read that book like 3 times. So Anthony Williams.
It's easily the most dense book I've ever read.
Yeah.
I have not gotten all the way through it. It is so dense.
Yeah, you need to read that like 4 times to get half of it.
Yeah, I think one of the testimonials in the front is like it's from, maybe it's even from Scott Myers, where he said like it's gonna make your brain hurt, but it's a good hurt.
Yeah, exactly. I want to ask you something that I didn't ask the other guy.
Yeah, sure.
Do you know what the rule of 5 is?
Rule of 5.
Or rule of 0 or rule of 3?
Not by. It's possible I know what you're talking about, but not off the top, or like not from that terminology.
It's a very common term in C++. And if you don't know it, I'll explain it to you. I just want to.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. Or I'm not sure what you're referring to. But can you tell me a little bit about it and see if I got something?
So rule of 3 applies to usually like copy constructor, copy assignment operator.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're referring to it. It's like the types of constructors that you give to a class, like when you're designing it, right? So whether you give it, like you said, copy constructor, move constructor, copy assignment, move assignment, right?
Well, the rule isn't. It's the type of constructors you give it. There's like a rule behind those 3 things. So it's not just do you know what those 3 things are. It's what are the implications of writing one of these 3 things.
Oh, I think that they're all dependent on having the others, right?
They're not dependent. Like I can write a class that just has a copy assignment operator and not a destructor. There's a rule though, and that's why I was so hesitant when you just jumped to like, oh, I get this, I know this.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. No. Tell me more, because I guess I wouldn't say that I have a strong.
So if you write one of those 3, because they're special member functions, the compiler will not synthesize the other 2. So you are now responsible for writing those other 2.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And that's the rule of 5 is when move is introduced. So if you write move constructor, move assignment, I believe the compiler will not generate the copy assignment or copy constructor. And the reason being is because when you tell the compiler, this object contains a resource that needs special treatment for move, then it will assume you also need special treatment for copy. And it will just implicitly not define one.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to getting the implicitly defined one. Yeah. So that's a bit about that. Let's talk about member variables in a class.
Okay.
So if I have int x, int b, int c in a class,
okay,
top to bottom, what order are they initialized in?
What order are they initialized in? I think it's just sequential, right?
Mm-hmm. What order are they destroyed in?
Reverse sequential.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because at least in the context of like, or the reason why I think it's reverse sequential, and it maybe is completely unrelated, but like, I know that if you when you have like derived classes, then it's I guess it's basically like in stack order. So like when you initialize it, the base class is initialized first, then the derived class, and then when the object is destroyed, it destroys the derived class and then the base class. So I would think it just kind of works in the opposite direction.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, now let's talk a little bit more about derived and base classes.
Sure.
So let's say that's a serious question when I pause the game. Let's say I have class C, and class C inherits from class A and class B.
Okay. Like double inheritance?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This isn't going to be good.
And C's constructor calls A first and then B. So let me write this down because this is going to confuse me.
Okay, yes, please.
About it. So so let's say we have class, and I'm going to share this screen with chat so chat can see. So let's say we have class C inherits, and this is pseudocode, okay?
Okay.
Inherits from A and B, right?
Okay.
And then C's constructor calls B and then A.
Okay.
What gets constructed first?
I like how even you're laughing at this. Ooh, I would be 100% guessing no matter what answer I gave you.
Guess and maybe give me a reason.
Okay, all right. Let me think about this. So
I think I know the answer. It's fucking.
that doesn't inspire confidence. Let me think about this. So I would think. Fuck. Knowing C++, it's never going to be as obvious as just CBA, but that would be my guess. I would say CBA.
Well, it's definitely not C
Actually,
first.
no. Actually, no. Wait, would it be BAC?
No, I think it's ABC.
Ah, fuck that. All right.
Yeah, it's in the order of inheritance.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I
Okay.
guess that's kind of intuitive.
Do you know what virtual inheritance is?
Virtual inheritance. Being like different from just regular inheritance?
Yeah, like you've never seen or heard this. Is this question on Get Cracked? Yeah, that wasn't that's a Get Cracked question.
Oh. Wait, meaning like hold on.
So
First
usually,
of all, I have never worked with double inheritance, so I'm kind of only
then-
going off of intuition. So,
okay, then you're lucky.
yeah. I remember. I think the only time I ever learned about double inheritance in college was almost never do it. So
I feel bad asking this now. Then
no, it's okay. I'm learning it, so this is interesting. So if you have the virtual inheritance. I mean, would it just mean that you're gonna create? You're gonna give what do you call it? Give definitions for A and B in the class C.
No. So usually you'll see it in this context. So let me give you another example. So you have class A, then you have class B inherits from A, and this is pseudocode, right? And then you have class C inherits from A, and then you have class D inherits from B and C. Is there an issue there, or let's start there? There is an issue. What might the issue be?
Okay, so I guess it's so if you have B and C are one level below A, they're both derived from A, and then D is derived from B and C. I'm not sure what the problem would be. I mean, this is double dispatch, I think, effectively, right?
Well, I've never heard of double dispatch. Now you're making.
Oh, that was a
stuff up.
question. That was a phrase that I learned in a Bloomberg interview. I'd never heard of before
Dynamic
either.
dispatch is what you're.
Dynamic dispatch. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Okay. So the problem is you have two copies of everything inside of A in D.
Oh.
Because you're inheriting
I
through
see.
two different paths.
Oh, okay.
And so you have
Yeah,
you have duplicates. So there's two ways to deduplicate that. So if A had a method called like foo, you can do like d.a foo. Right?
Okay.
Sorry. D.b foo. To
Right.
say call B's foo from A.
Right.
Or you can say d.c foo.
Right.
Right? Because C gets foo from A. Now, you can also get de-virtualize that with the virtual inheritance, which is what I showed you.
Okay, so it prevents the extra copies of
Yes.
the. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. So my next question is, if I had that exact thing, so I had C, virtual, I had D. Oh, this one's gonna, okay. Oh, YouTube Shorts is gonna seethe at this one. Virtual B. So if I had that, and then in the
I feel like you have to hate yourself writing this out, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And the constructor I have D, and then I have this.
Is this not a question on Get Cracked? Because this looks familiar.
It is. So if
Okay.
it looks familiar, you must know the answer. So what's what
doesn't
order?
mean I get it.
What order is this? What order do the constructors get initialized in?
Okay. So the very first step is that I blow my brains out. But the second step, let me think about this. So so the point of the virtual is so that you don't have the extra copies of the classes they're derived from within this class. So if that's the case.
Sorry. I'm gonna alter this example just slightly.
Okay.
Just slightly. I'm just gonna swap B and C in the member initialization list or whatever that's called again.
Oh, okay. So then, okay, so I have an answer that I think is like intuitive to me, but I'm not sure I could explain why. But I think it would be A, B, C, D. Wait. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah. Okay. So A, B, C, D. Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because of the order of the constructors. I mean, I guess I don't know why it would follow it. Oh wait, no, it would be the opposite. Because before it would have been, I guess in the first example it was C, B, A, and then D, right? So
when it wasn't virtual, we said it's the order of inheritance, right?
Right.
Essentially, this question is asking, does it stay the same even with virtual inheritance?
Okay. I mean, it's obviously it's a guess, but I feel like no, it would not stay the same.
Okay. And so what would it be now?
So if that's the case, it would be A, B, C, D.
Yeah. Don't ask me why. I have no fucking clue. I just know that's the case.
Oh my God. All right.
Let me test it out too to make sure I'm not going crazy. Give me a sec. I'm just testing this out in an actual IDE. Let me just throw this up here. Dun, 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 dun. And then
After this, I have an intermission question.
sure. What am I doing wrong here? A is not a direct or virtual base of D.
Is it because D doesn't technically inherit directly from A? Like, would you have to do virtual A in the on line 139?
I swear I saw an example where I was, because there's only one instance of A, so it should not do one. This one shouldn't be here. What am I doing wrong? VeroDev, correct me. My mod will come in clutch.
Oh yeah, Vero's great.
Why are there still 2 copies of A being initialized here? There shouldn't be.
So wait, when you delete A, you get 1, 1, 2, 3?
I get 1, 3, 1, 2.
Oh, 1, 3, 1. Oh, so like it's not
Which is
preventing
what I
that.
expect which is what I expect in the default case without virtual because it's the order of inheritance. But I was under the impression that because there's only one copy of A, like I can still call A in here. I'm pretty sure I can. I just think I'm screwing up. No, I actually deleted all the options in the compiler options. There was stuff in here. This might look dumb. One sec. Huh, okay. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. This is the diamond inheritance. Okay, I'm dumb. Yeah, C and B don't need to. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I've never. Okay, you can tell that I've never used. Well, not that I've never, but you can tell that I haven't in a very long time done double inheritance because it's a bad pattern. You should never do it. Which is why I forgot that the virtual goes on A in B and C and not on C and B.
So
yeah.
then.
Okay, now I get. Oh wait, now I get 1.
But it's 1, 3, 2. It's not 1, 2, 3.
And then 3.
Or rather,
And 2.
we would have expected 2.
I expected 2.
2, 3, 1.
3, 1. Okay, I thought virtual has an impact on this. I learned something new, and I guess it doesn't. So okay, it's
okay. So no matter what, it's always going to be the reverse order.
It's always the order of inheritance. Wait, well, yeah. Well, order. It's always the most nested class, and then if there are two competing classes at the same level, it's the order of inheritance. Because C and B both compete at the same level, so it's always going to be C, then B. Right? If I move this, this should not change anything.
You might need to go double check that your get cracked question is correct.
Yeah, I might need to check that. I'm pretty sure it is, but I think maybe the question wasn't even this. It might have been something else. Yeah, it's still 1, 3, 2. Had that problem on my NVIDIA interview? Oh shit. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I want to get one more person in here, so thanks for calling, bro. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I did have a question. I want you to tell me if I'm an idiot for doing this.
Okay.
I had an offer from so I interviewed through a consulting company to work at a French bank doing low latency algo development. And I thought it'd be a great opportunity, but because it was through a consulting company, the pay was just not particularly good.
Yeah, they take
half. And I feel like the job security is not nearly as good. Am I an idiot for turning that down?
No, fuck consulting companies. They take half your salary. They don't.
That's what I thought.
They don't know shit about what you're doing.
That's what I thought. It just sucks because I got the job offer without even having to write a line of code. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really weird.
And I even like talked to 3 or 4 developers at the bank, and none of them asked me to write any code.
That's sus.
Yeah, but it is legit. It is legit. I think maybe they thought one of the guys was going to, and they just never did.
All right, I'm gonna have one more person call in.
All right, thanks. Appreciate your time. Shavua tov, achi.
Shavua tov. Ofer, are you gonna call in? Oh wait, that was you, Ozer? Okay. All right. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. So what question
Oh,
do you
you
have for
you
me?
can hear me?
Yeah,
Oh shit! I just joined right now. Holy
yeah.
shit.
You joined at the right time.
How are you?
Good, how can I help you, bro?
Nothing, man. I've been a fan for a while, and I just tapped in the video right now. So I mean, I've been a C++ guy for like a year and a half now.
Oh, nice. Like
Um,
professionally?
I mean, I have a startup with one of my friends, and
Oh, okay.
we build operating systems.
Oh, savage. Okay. I didn't really know that there's a lot of money in that.
I mean, we're not really getting paid right now. I mean, we're
Okay.
kind of early in development. I'm a senior in college right now. I'm a fourth year.
So you're a senior in college with the start of building operating systems?
I mean, we both been in graphics programming for like 2 years now.
That's pretty savage.
Uh, yeah.
All
Wait,
right.
can you give me like 1 second? Can I wear my headset? Like one
Yeah, yeah,
second.
yeah. Go ahead. No rush.
CJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, no, I've been written down like a couple questions C++. That's good.
Well, maybe you're coming in pretty hot, saying you develop operating systems in university and you have a startup. I'm actually kind of more curious. We can get to some questions, but I'm kind of curious about um, what the startup's about, like who your customer is and that stuff, and then we can get to the questions.
Absolutely, yeah. So we do is AI powered 3D like rendering systems. So like, have you dealt with Blender or Maya or anything like that?
No, but I've seen Blender on Instagram, and people create insane stuff from that, insane
Yep,
visualizations.
yep. So what we kind of do is like, we believe that the UI for Blender is very difficult and hard for like newcomers and new people. Um, and me and him like met in class, and we kind of both are into game development and game programming
Okay.
and whatnot. So we kind of just kicked it off from there. And I mean, yeah, it's like an AI powered rendering system where you could use like the command line interface and certain commands to make rendering very easy.
And
Um,
who's your customer?
like companies or like even, I mean, we're kind of early in development still. It's like a month and a half early.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well,
you know,
good for you that you're like starting out. That's pretty cool.
thank you.
Um, okay. So you talked about like you're an operating systems guy. Um,
Yeah, I'm taking a course right now, operating systems. Yep.
and you said you're building also operating systems, right?
It's kind of like, I mean, that's how kind of like how we put it. It's sort of an operating system because like it deals in the command line and whatnot, and it has a like a UI and whatnot. So,
Well, uh, plenty of programs, are UI applications or command. Plenty of programs are command line applications. That doesn't mean they're operating systems.
oh yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like we kind of have the impression that we want to develop it into operating system for rendering and graphics and whatnot.
Okay.
And we use like C++ and OpenGL,
Okay.
and hopefully soon maybe Vulkan and whatnot. So, I mean, we're kind of early and whatnot, but we have
Sure.
many ideas, and I mean, we're spending lots of hours on it and whatnot. I just joined right now. I didn't even know I was gonna freaking get
No,
in this
that's cool,
call, to
bro.
be honest.
That's cool. That's cool. So what's let's start. You wanted some questions, right?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
sure, let's do it.
What's the difference between the stack and the heap?
Of course, yeah. So the heap is dynamically allocated, so like you have to use the new keyword and then delete. So you like throw it on dynamically allocated heap, and then the stack is like uh, what is it again? Runtime. I don't know. Bro, I'm getting like freaking. I'm hearing myself and I'm hearing you twice. Like it's
Oh,
being very weird right now.
turn off the stream then. Turn off the stream.
The screen?
The stream.
Okay.
It's just me and you, because otherwise you'll hear yourself
Oh,
twice.
oh, yes. Okay. Now it's good. Yeah. So heap is like dynamically allocated. So you use the new keyword and the delete keyword, and then the stack is like allocated like normally, so you don't have to use you don't have to like delete it yourself. Like the compiler automatically deletes it for you.
Okay. And how big is the stack usually?
The stack of 4 bytes, 8.
4 bytes?
I'm not sure. I haven't really dealt with these kind of things. The stack, is it like, I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know.
Okay. It's somewhat configurable. The default is usually between 1 megabyte to 8 megabytes.
Okay.
4 on average.
Okay.
So yeah, that's usually how big it is. And you'll notice sometimes if you allocate, for example, an array that's too large in C++, you might get like a stack, you might get a segmentation fault or some other issue signaling that like the stack has been overrun. It just can't fit.
Okay. Good to know.
So what keyword in C++ do you need to allocate on the stack? So, sorry, on the heap.
New. The new
Okay.
keyword.
Okay. And what does new do? It does two things.
It allocates memory.
Yeah, that's one thing, correct?
And I swear I was just watching a video about this. It also, it does, I know you're definitely right, it does do something else. I'm also going to say I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to waste too much time.
It calls the objects constructor?
Oh, yes. It does call the objects constructor, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then delete calls the objects destructor. Yep.
Okay. Do you know how do I get the address of a variable in C++?
The reference operator.
The ampersand, right. And does that return a physical or virtual address?
Give me 1 second. It's it's a physical. It's the real copy of it. So.
Are you sure it's a physical address?
Well, I was under the impression that when you use the reference symbol that you're using the actual value of, like you're trying to use the actual value.
Well, you are using the actual value of the address, but the operating system creates a layer of abstraction on the address space, and it gives the program the illusion that it's running its own private address space, and so it gives it a virtual address, and that virtual address is later translated to a physical address.
Right.
Do you know what hardware is responsible for translating the virtual to physical address?
What hardware is?
It might be hardware or software. It depends on the architecture. But regardless of if it's hardware managed or software managed, it has a name, and it's usually a 3-letter acronym, and it's
I swear, I heard you talk about this one time. I watch your videos. Is it like TCP? No, right? It's not that.
No, it's not TCP. It does start with a T though.
I haven't took networking yet. I'm gonna take it next semester.
No, but this is operating systems.
It is not TCP. I'm not sure.
TLB. Have you heard of TLB?
TLB. No, I have not heard about it.
Okay,
no,
so
no.
that's translation look-aside buffer. So that's responsible for the address translation.
Okay. Translate
Now,
look-aside.
usually,
buffer.
if you were to get that question right, I would ask you about what a page table entry looks like.
I heard about page table, like how there's layers in the operating system and like virtual and physical memory and whatnot. And
Okay, so you've heard of it. I don't like the word heard because I've heard about quantum mechanics. I don't know jack shit about it. But you mentioned that you're an OS guy and that you have some degree of familiarity with it by mentioning that you've heard of it. So what is a page table?
it's like a virtual page in memory where like is it like a virtual page in memory where like when there's too much when the space is filled, extra memory goes to the page or whatnot?
No, so a page table contains page table entries. And on a more complex operating systems, or really on modern operating systems, it's an inverted page table. So there's multiple degrees of indirection there. But to explain it in a more beginner-friendly manner, it's an array. It's a linear data structure that contains page table entries that specify virtual to physical address translations.
Yeah.
And it might contain additional information like dirty bit or other information for managing certain
Okay. No, I
abstractions
see
around
where you're
that.
going now. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think the page table is, because you mentioned you're familiar with it, do you think the page table is a per process data structure? Is it a per operating system's data structure? Like, how does it interact with a computer?
Well, I was under the impression I was aware that like it's like a translator, but like I didn't know how it interacts with the computer and like what ways of uh, memory and whatnot, like how it works and so what like
Okay,
what so like I just
let's move away from that then. Let's take a step back. All right.
all right
It is a per process data structure, but let's take a step back.
per process.
There's two spaces. There's two address spaces in an operating system. What are those two address spaces? And this is not physical, virtual. The distinction here has to do with the level of protection.
The level of protection.
Yeah. And the level of accessibility to the developer.
Accessibility and security of the. Wait, can you kind of rephrase the question a little bit? I'm kind of confused. I want to really think about this.
There's the operating system in general is partitioned into two spaces. There's a space that is protected for only the operating system to access and
Yep.
manage, and there's a space that's segregated, that's kind of like a sandbox, like a little,
Virtual, like,
baby-proofed sandbox for the developer to operate in. And they have
Sure.
names. There's one space and another space. What are those spaces?
space. Man, no bells are ringing for some reason. Spaces. Oh man, I'm not sure. Can you give me what is like one of them, or what do they start with?
I'll give you one of them.
Okay,
User.
one of them. User space.
Yeah, what's the other
and
one?
User space. Not virtual space. Nah, no bells are ringing. I don't know, CJ.
Kernel space?
Kernel space. I would have said no. I don't know that.
Okay. Have you? I don't know. I don't want you to tell me what this is. I just want you to tell me if you've heard of it. Have you heard of what an operating system's kernel is?
I've heard of what a kernel is, and I'm just not like.
Okay, so wait.
questions-
If you've heard of what it is, what would you say it is?
Like a place of development, like a place where you could operate your systems and develop things and whatnot. I mean, I've been dealing with like threads, like threading, and what else have I been doing?
Okay, let's move into a
mutexes.
domain that you feel more comfortable in. You just said threading.
Yeah, like mutexes or threading kind of stuff. I mean,
Okay.
what else have I been learning? Like sleep, wake, sort of things, like programming in C a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, stuff like that.
So
like,
let's talk about that. So you mentioned that if a thread could be put to sleep,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So and when would a thread be put to sleep, or why would it be put to sleep?
You'd put a thread to sleep when you would want another thread to go, like when you would want another system to run or another program to run, because like multi-threading I feel like is like two programs running at the same time, so you're like that's like race condition, so you'd want
Well, we're touching on a bunch of different topics here.
yes.
Multi-threading isn't two programs running at the same time. Multi-threading occurs in a single process or a single program. Right?
Okay.
Now, let's take a step back even more. So, what is the main concern of multi-threading? The main downside, the main problem that one needs to be careful about when it comes to using multiple threads within a single process?
Race conditions.
Okay, and what is that?
When two programs or like two programs run at the same time, two functions run at the same time.
Well,
I'm jumping around.
Yeah,
I'm
you're jumping around.
very
You're jumping
around.
around.
I know.
We're talking about threads, not programs or.
Functions, yes. I was under the impression that race conditions is two X running at the same time.
Two
And
X.
X is
And what
X
is X?
as in like two functions or two classes or two systems.
Well, two
threads?
functions can be called at the exact same time, and they operate on different data. There's no issue
Yes.
with that, right?
Two of the same.
No, if two functions are called at the exact same time by two separate threads, as long as they're operating on separate data, there's no issue. Even if they're operating on the same data, there's no issue as long as that data is either, and you fill in the blank. Two threads can operate on the same data as long as that data is blank only. What's blank?
Read only.
Yeah,
Read only.
right.
That wasn't confident though.
Yeah.
That was not confident at all. Okay,
Right.
but I know of read, write, and whatnot.
Right. So we just talked about the main problem is shared data access. So how would you protect against shared data access in a multi-threaded world?
You use a mutex.
Okay, and what might a mutex do? So if one thread acquires a mutex and another thread tries to acquire it as well, what might happen on the second thread?
It would. You said if you have one mutex or two mutexes?
One mutex, two threads.
One mutex, two threads. One thread would wait until the other thread is unlocked or like complete, and then it would like send a signal to the other thread saying like it's ready, and then the other thread will run.
Okay, so you brought up a couple of different topics, but in general you're right that one thread will be notified in some way or another
Yeah.
that it's now fair game to continue and access that variable to write
Yep.
to it, okay, or to
Yep.
read to it, depending if there's more than one writer, or
Yeah,
if
that's
there's a
what I
writer, if there's a writer involved. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, there is more than one way to implement a mutex, right? You mentioned one way is to notify the thread to wake up. Say,
Yeah,
hey,
wake
buddy, it's time for you to go and do whatever you want to this variable.
Yeah.
There are other approaches. What might another evident approach be here?
Unlock and lock.
Those are method calls.
Oh,
Right? Unlock and lock exists in both cases of the condition variable and the case that I'm describing right now.
so one thread.
So
might-
one is what we call like a sleep lock. So it's put to
a
sleep.
lock.
But there
Yes.
is another form of locking to prevent that thread from gaining access to the critical section.
Sleep lock and oh my god, I know. Jeez, sleep lock. Oh my god. Gee, I should know this. Sleep lock and well, okay, so you would. Okay, so you'd call. One thread would be sleeping, and then you'd wake one up. Sleep lock.
So in the sleep lock, the thread that needs to wait for the critical section is waiting by sleeping.
Yeah,
But
but
there's
you're
another-
using
there's
a
another-
condition. What?
Yeah, and there's another
works.
means by which that thread can be prevented from accessing
understand.
the critical section. There's a sleep lock, and there's a
Sleep lock, sleep. Oh my god, CJ. I don't know, man. Stop it. Fuck, you're killing me. Okay, SPR, what are you saying? Spit lock? God, dude. Fuck, I don't know, man. Spin lock, spin lock, spin lock. Spin lock,
Yeah.
spin lock. I've never used a spin lock, dude. I've never.
I'm
But
pretty
okay,
sure
I
you
got
have,
it.
but you've used it without realizing it. But what might you think a spin lock does? What do you think a spin lock does?
Maybe it will signal back at it. I'm not. Spin lock. Like send a signal and send one back. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Well, there's no signaling. It just spins. It just busy waits. It does mindless work.
Busy with. Okay.
Now, part of being a solid junior dev is receiving new information that you've never heard of before,
Yes.
and then being able to draw, like, not conclusions per se, but being able to process that new information and come to your own understanding and draw, essentially draw conclusions, actually.
Yep,
So
right.
you just learned about a busy lock or a spin lock. You learned about a sleep lock.
Yes.
What might be
Yes.
one disadvantage of a spin lock?
That it wait. No. Okay, so a sleep lock will sleep. Okay, wait. So a spin lock is basically busy waiting, and it waits till the other thread is done, but it still does work.
Yeah, it
Is
still
that what
does
you're
work. It
saying?
just, like, imagine a while loop. It just goes while true, while.
Right, right. So, what can some disadvantages? Well, I could think. Well, a sleep lock has one thread running at a time, so
All locks have one thread running at a time.
well, I
Unless it's
thought
like
you
a
just
shared
said-
lock where you allow multiple reader access, blah, blah, blah. But to keep it simple for this discussion, you know,
Right.
both a spin lock and a sleep lock, they only allow one thread to gain access to the critical section, but they have different ways by which they achieve that. So what is
Hold
one
on.
disadvantage of a spin lock?
What is one disadvantage of force? Okay, you're saying it is busy with. Does it interact or does it like mess up the other thread or does it like take take the process away, maybe taking like too long or somewhat?
I don't know what that means.
No. Like
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you because you're not on the right track.
Okay, yeah, I don't know.
What a spin lock does is it wastes resources. It wastes CPU cycles that
Right,
could be
yeah.
used to do meaningful work, right? What might be a
Right,
better
okay.
idea is to put that thread to sleep and unlock resources or preempt that thread and allow another thread to run in its place somewhere
So
else. in
why
the
would you
program.
use a spin lock then? What are
Okay,
some
so that's the
reasons?
next question that you ask that I'd ask in an interview. I'd say, well, we just talked about a disadvantage. What's an advantage? But because you couldn't get the disadvantage right, I'm not sure you can get the advantage right. I'll give you the opportunity. So, what might you think
Sure.
a advantage of using a spin lock over a sleep lock is?
It does waste resources, but it gets more work done, or I don't know.
Okay, putting a thread to sleep is an expensive operation. There are certain state accumulated in the CPU's caches, in the TLB. There are certain information that needs to be saved in registers. So doing all that and then waking the thread up, that takes time. But when a thread is spinning, it's considered hot. So as long as it's hot and it's spinning and it's spinning and it's spinning and it's spinning, then if it's now your turn, you're just ready for the race. Think about it like this. You're running in a 100-meter dash. The spin lock dude, he's at the start line and he's ready to go. But the sleep lock dude, he's in the bathroom and or maybe he's taking a nap in the bathroom on the toilet. And then like when the gun is drawn and shot, who do you think is going to get to the start line first?
The spin lock.
Right, because he's already ready and he's there.
Yeah.
So that's how you might want to think about it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you. That makes sense.
Yeah, no problem. I want to
No,
ask
neither
you
do I.
some more things. If that is that okay with you? Do you have like another two
Yeah.
minutes, 5 minutes?
No, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
So what happens if you talked about threads? What happens if a thread goes out of scope without join being called on it, or is destroyed without join being called on it? So a non-detached thread in C++ goes out of scope, and you didn't call join on it.
Join is JThread, right? Or am I wrong?
That's a C++ 20 edition, but that's
Yeah.
not what
And
I'm referring to now.
okay, that's not what you're referring to. Um, when it goes out of scope, when a thread goes out of scope, what happens? Does it automatically uh, call the other thread, or
What do you mean? Let's see. We have one thread calling. What do you call what other thread?
oh, so one thread goes out of scope?
Yeah. So we don't detach the thread. We create a
Uh,
thread. We pass it a function to call and work on. And then as we continue operating, we forgot to call join. And we exit the scope of that thread's creation.
what happens? Um, Jeez, man. I don't know.
Okay, so the
So,
terminate's called. The program gets shut down.
terminates. Yeah, I would. I guess. Okay, let me type it. Okay, terminate. Okay, okay. These are all really good. I need to. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. You like asking a lot about threading and
Well,
concurrency and
I
stuff
only
like
go
that. It is
where,
important.
yeah, I only go where you lead me. And especially
No, no,
if you want to build
100%.
an OS related product, you need to
No, no,
have
for
like a
sure.
very solid grasp of threading. Have you heard of what a
Absolutely.
semaphore is?
I got like
Sorry, I
a
don't like that language.
little.
Do you know what a
Yeah, I know, I
semaphore
know.
is?
No, I have not. I'm gonna tell you no, I have not,
Okay,
because I
so
know you're gonna ask me a
I'm
bunch of
not going to
questions.
ask you
No.
anything about that.
Yeah, no, no, no. I have not. I have not.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but like I have not like know anything in depth
What have you heard about
of
it?
it. Like I heard, like it. What are the differences between semaphore and threading, and like I heard like someone briefly, very briefly talking about it, but I need to go on CPP reference and really lock
Okay, I'm
in
not going to
on.
ask you about it.
Okay,
Um,
sure.
um, do you know when semaphores were added to C++?
23, I want to say?
Nah, 20.
20 or 23? 20, okay. Yeah.
Um, okay.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Nah, man. You're the man, CJ. I'll be watching your videos and you be hella like, not just like very, like I swear I'd be thinking this. You're not just very smart. You're also motivating too, bro. Like, you be telling like people lock in and stuff like that. And I think it's pretty
yeah,
cool.
and
So.
yeah. I'll let you know how I feel about this at the end, but I wanna talk a little more.
Okay, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Um, what's the difference between a vector and an array?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Vector is dynamically allocated, so, and like you could, uh, okay, well, it's dynamically allocated. Arrays on the stack, vectors on the heap, and vector also is like dynamic, like you could add and remove. Fuck, I just know it's.
All right,
Okay.
let's roll with it. Okay, my next question for you, and this will tell me, this usually tells me all I need to know about a candidate. What's is a how big is a vector?
Uh, 8 bytes. I'm gonna say 8 bytes.
And okay, if you're gonna say 8 bytes, where do those 8 bytes come from?
Uh, the dynamically allocated memory that you allocated, and like that you have to delete it.
So okay, 8 bytes, but I want to know like what data member is responsible for those 8 bytes. So a vector is a class and it has a data member, that is 8 bytes large, is what you're telling me. What is that data member?
Capacity, size, and the data.
Okay, bro, where are you reading that from? That's not 8 bytes.
Well, I thought you were asking like the members inside of a
Right, but
vector.
those don't add up to 8 bytes, so it sounds to me like you're reading something.
You think I'm like reading something?
Well, I don't know if you are, because 3 objects, the capacity, size, and pointer, are definitely not, they don't add up to 8 bytes. So
Well, I'm talking of just like what I know data members of a vector is.
okay,
I'm
so,
not too
okay,
sure
okay,
about the
that's
size.
fine.
I know you could get the size with the size of operator
That's
very
right.
easily. But
Okay, so
like,
if it does indeed have 3 things, capacity, size, and
Size
a
and
data
data.
member, you're right, it does have those 3 things. How big does that make the vector? 8 bytes?
like I just said, I know like what it holds, but like the capacity, I said 8 bytes. Is it 16 bytes? Is it
Well,
4 bytes?
I'm not sure if, like, I want to know how you're getting to that number. So you're right, it does contain a capacity field, a size field, and a pointer to the data. How are you
Right.
getting the size from those 3 things? So like when you say it's 4 bytes or it's 16 bytes,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you're correlating those 3 things to that size. So maybe tell me, for example, how big is the size of the pointer?
4 bytes.
We're talking about a 64-bit system, so 4 bytes on a 64-bit system?
8 bytes.
Okay, you sound uncertain. I just want to make sure you're not guessing and you're confident in the answer.
Yeah. I don't. These are like the size of
Let me rephrase the question to be clear.
No, I get what you're saying. Like I get the question. It's just I've never
On a
the size
64-bit
of-
system, how big is a pointer?
I'm gonna say 8 bytes.
Okay, that sounds like a guess to me, but let's keep going. So, okay, how big is a capacity? How big is the capacity field on the vector that we just talked about? So we got the size of the pointer, that's 1 down.
Yes.
The second one, how big is the capacity?
4 bytes.
And
Because
what
it's integer?
what data type is that capacity?
Integer.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. The capacity is the data type. Capacity. I know. I swear. Size T. Excuse me.
Right. And how big is size T
Size
on a
T.
64-bit system?
Size T. Excuse me. 16 bytes. Fuck.
60 bytes?
No, I said 16.
Oh,
Wrong. Is it 8 or 16?
yeah, it's 8. And then how big is
I'm
the
I'm
size?
I'm sorry. I'm not too good with the size of.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll move on. We'll move on.
No, it's like it's cool if you want to keep asking about it. It's not like I'm trying.
Okay.
You know.
A char array or a string. Do you know what a string is? Do
Yeah, I don't understand this.
you know what a
Yeah.
string is?
Yeah.
Okay. A string is always
Yeah.
terminated with something. It always ends with something. What does it end with?
A string ends with ending quote, ending quotation.
Ends with a quote?
You said what does a string end with?
Yeah.
Like it's two, I mean, like two quotation marks, and then there's a array of characters, or like correct.
I mean,
like
that's how you type a
characters.
string literal. I'm getting at. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It contains the word terminator.
Null terminator.
Yeah. And what is that? What is that?
I've heard of it a long time ago. My gosh. Null terminator. Like when something terminates, when something's null, like it gets terminated immediately, like when there's no value to a data type or data variable.
Yeah, but
like
what
it
does that
gets-
look like? If you were to print out what the null terminator looks like? Just or to describe how it looks like.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Something. Let me type it.
Okay.
It's
It's
a thing.
the /0.
Wait, are you reading chat?
Am I reading chat?
Wait, is that? Oh no, I'm ready. I wanted to open chat. See what there's there.
Well, you're not allowed to open chat though. Okay, well, what is? Okay, fine. I'll let you use chat. What is chat?
No,
say?
no, I'm not gonna open chat. No, I wasn't gonna open chat to cheat. I just wanted to like see what they're saying. I don't cheat, CJ. I'm not gonna cheat. Jeez, you're so worried.
I'm not worried. I know you haven't been cheating. Until now.
No way. What? No, never.
All right, let's focus on the discussion.
Sure.
If you were to apply to like a role for a job, what sort of roles would you apply for? Because that'll help me figure out what I want to ask you.
I think I'd apply for, I mean, mostly like game developer probably roles. I mean, I think game developing is pretty cool. I'd probably get into that, or just like
Okay.
maybe basic back end. I don't know.
Let's talk about something you might need to know in game dev. What is the rule of 0?
Oh, like that's like when it says like when you don't have to use like a country, like the rule of like if you don't have to use any sort of function, don't use it. Is that what it is? Or
Any
something like
function?
that? No, not any function. I think there was a certain function. You want me to name them?
Yeah.
Is it the the destructor, copy constructor, and destructor, copy constructor, copy assignment operator.
That's 3 of them.
Move assignment operator and then move assignment operator and then move constructor.
Right. Okay. And tell me the intuition behind the rule. Why might that rule exist? The rule of 3 or the rule of 5 or the rule of 0?
That's basically it's a rule that just states that like if you're gonna use a destructor, it's like a smart idea to use like the other 3. I mean, I recently just learned the rule of 5 because I just got like I learned like move semantics and whatnot. But the rule of 3, I'm sure like if you use like a destructor, it's good. Like it's recommended to use a copy constructor and a copy assignment operator.
To use it or to define it?
To define it, excuse me.
And why is it recommended?
Because like to answer this question, I'm just gonna explain what the 3 are. That's how I would answer this question. Do you want me to just explain what they are?
Well, I know what a copy constructor is. I know what a copy assignment operator
I know.
destructor
Of course,
is.
of course. Yeah.
But that doesn't tell me why the rule of 3 matters.
You're saying why? Like, why do we use it? What's the reason?
What's the reason behind the rule of 3 existing?
Yeah. I got you. It's a great question. I thought it was just always a rule. I'm gonna think on my toes real quick. Is it like to design? I always thought it was like a design mechanism, like a design. Like we needed to design our software, and we needed to. I always thought it was just for design, like a design pattern.
I don't know what that means, but okay, let's talk about design patterns though. So, have you heard of the singleton design pattern?
No.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with design patterns.
Okay. Tell me a little more. I don't want to just keep blasting you with questions. Tell me a bit more about the startup.
Yeah. So what it is like 3D. So what it was is like we wanted it to be. We started it as like plugins, like Unreal. I'm sure you heard of Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Like Unreal Engine plugins, like Niagara system plugins, and basically changing the Niagara effects in real time. like you could tell the AI like make the emitter's color yellow, for example, and in real time, it'll do that. That's what our idea was for a very long time, but then we kind of switched it to like 3D rendering and that, like rendering pictures and software and like just specific things, like a cow, for example. Like you could put a cow in the scene and like manage the lighting and whatnot and all these different things. And
who's coding
render
it? You or him, or both?
I mean, both of us are. We spend a lot of time. I mean, we use like a lot of like Claude AI, but we obviously have our own ways, like how we clean it up and how we send it back in and whatnot. And
I want to.
I mean, it's.
Go ahead.
Say it again.
I just wanted to ask you, just real quick, how big is a char in C++?
Char, 1 byte.
Okay. And is a char unsigned or signed?
Specify behavior? I think you have to specify it.
How do you specify it?
No, like I think like by default, like it's like I think you have to specify it.
Okay, well, if by default you have to specify it, how do you specify it?
You just write char.
But I asked you, that question was, is char signed or unsigned? And your answer was you specify it by writing char. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, wait, can I switch my answer?
Yeah, you switch your answer, sure.
I'm gonna go unsigned.
It's implementation defined. So it can either be signed or unsigned, but a char in itself is a distinct type. So it's never the same type as unsigned char or signed char, even though it might be signed or unsigned.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Why'd you change your answer to something so radically different?
Well, because I always was like that. You said radically. Nah, like I always thought like you had to specify it, but like you, I mean, you know better than me, man. I got the implement. I thought that. These are things like I'm just shaky on. I'm not really like so certain on. Like.
Yeah, I get that.
Even though they're very important, I know they're important, but like it's just like things that just slip right through your ears or whatnot, whatever.
How big is it? How big is a long?
Oof, 32. I know it's really big. 32 or 16 or 32 bytes. 16. A long no, a long is 64. So a long is 32. Am I right?
32 bytes?
Wait, no, a long is 32. So a long is 16.
16 bytes or?
Yeah, 16 bytes.
So a long is definitely not 16 bytes.
Oh shit, I'm tripping. Is it 8 bytes?
Well, it depends on the operating system, but I think the only correct answer is a long is at least as big as an int. That's what the C++ standard says.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
definitely
was
not
under the impression
64
that
bytes,
you
though.
like. Okay. I thought it was just like a bigger, like when you wanna define like a variable that's very big or whatnot, use long.
Do you know what a class and a struct is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what is a class?
Class is like where like you put like public and private data members and variables and
Okay.
whatnot.
That's fine. And what's the difference between a class and a struct?
Class is private by default and struct is public by default. I know there's also one other difference, but I can't think of it.
Okay.
Oh, the inheritance on them. The inheritance on struct is public and the inheritance on classes is private, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's if you don't specify that's if you don't specify that access modifier for the inheritance. I wanted to ask you about inheritance a little. Just one last question, and then I'll throw it back to you.
What's that?
So I wanted to ask you, if I have a class called A, and A contains a public method, A contains a protected method called foo, and B inherits from A privately. Can B still access foo, or can it not access foo?
Wait, so we have a protected.
Let me write it in chat too, just so it's a little easier for you to see.
All right,
Not in chat on my stream, in chat on this call.
Yeah, sure.
And this is just pseudocode.
Yeah. Hey, can I ask you one question real quick?
Yeah.
Is shared pointer thread safe or not? 'Cause me and my friend were talking, and I think it is.
The atomic incrementing, the incrementing of the reference count is thread safe. It has to be, but the actual object itself is not thread safe. That's being pointed to.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, you dropped it in chat?
Yeah. So let's say I have that class A, protected void foo, and class B.
Private A. Okay, so wait, private A. So that inherits A privately? Wait. Protected void foo. And wait, what's the question here?
The question is, can B call foo?
Well, okay, so my thought process right now is protected. I think of it as can only. Wait, no, that's friend functions. I'm tripping right now. Protected. CJ, is protected something that could only access private inside of a class? Like, is that when we use protected?
We use protected when we want the method to only be callable from children of that class.
When we want. Wait, can you repeat that one more time? I didn't really
We call
catch
protected when we want elements that are protected to only be callable from children of that class.
that. Okay. No, that makes sense. Okay. And you're saying can be call foo. Oh, man. I want to say protected as children. And it's classic. I don't know, CJ. I'm not.
So the inheritance access modifier private, it only affects how other classes interact from B, with B from the outside. So class B can still access the protected foo function from A.
Oh, so it still could be accessed. Foo
Yeah.
could still be accessed with the class B. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, bro.
This is
What questions do you have for me?
I mean, I knew I wanted to ask that one if shared pointer was thread safe. I wanted to also ask, because I want to pick your brain one more time. Okay, because bro, I'm deep in C++ right now, and I know you're like the freaking giga chat of it or whatever. Okay, yeah. Can you explain weak pointers and when to use them? Because seriously, I don't really understand weak pointers much, really.
So the only time I've used weak pointers to prevent like circular dependency between two shared pointer objects pointing to each other.
Dependencies.
Yeah. What would
What does
happen in
mean,
that
circular dependencies?
when two shared pointer objects essentially point to each other? And when they both go out of scope, the reference count is no longer a 0. It's actually 1, so they never delete.
Okay. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
And then with a weak pointer, it's like a non-reference count adding pointer to an object. But you can still create a shared pointer from it if that shared pointer hasn't expired or been deleted.
Right. So you use weak pointers with shared pointers.
In conjunction with, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
They're never used in isolation.
Okay. All right, and one more thing. What do you recommend, like, for your position right now? Is learning SQL and databases and stuff like that important?
Learning databases is important, understanding, like, relational, non-relational databases. But, you know, beyond that, like, do I need to understand the intricate inner workings of a database at this point in my career? Probably not.
Sure. Okay, that's all I really have. Thanks, CJ.
All right. Do you want me to give you a rating from 1 to 10?
Yes, yeah. And be like kind of harsh too. Like don't be, because I like motivation. What do you think?
Are you a senior?
I'm a first semester senior in college, yes.
And you're studying computer science?
Yes.
One,
Really?
maybe two.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely not where like you're pretty cooked, honestly. You're not where you
Really?
need to be. You're not where you need to be, especially for your current level. Like, you came in here talking about operating systems and all this stuff, and you weren't familiar with what kernel space was or user space. You weren't familiar with like whether or not the ampersand is a virtual address or a physical address, or what a page table is. And then I asked you about threading and locks, and you were totally lost. So
Okay.
when I asked you about vector and how big it is too, you had no you essentially had no idea how big a pointer was. You didn't have any idea. Let me think. Yeah, it's just like across the board. Like, I didn't feel you were confident in almost any answer you gave me, and 90% of the answers were just incorrect.
I know. Thank you. It's good.
Yeah, but I mean,
took
like, you
some-
need to hustle up and grind up, dude. Because honestly, like, if you were to
No,
look for a
sure.
job at this point in time or an internship, you'd have a very difficult time.
I got you. I got you.
That's
for
just
sure.
the brutal
No,
truth, bro. I can lie to you
No,
and
no,
make
no.
you feel good, but
No,
that's
no,
just the
no,
industry.
no. No, I'm on that. I'm on that. Thank you.
All right, bro.
Thank you. a
Take
lot.
it easy.
Yeah. Yeah, you too, man.
See ya. It's never too late, but there's a pattern that I noticed that the people that waste their time. Let me put it this way. If you're obese, for example, like 300 pounds and higher, you've shown to people that you have a pattern of behavior. And patterns of behavior are very hard to change. I think 90% of people that are obese after the age of 30 remain obese for the rest of their life, or something crazy like that. Right? And yeah, it's if you're a senior and you don't know these things yet, either you've failed yourself, your university's failed you, or a combination of the both. And I would not feel content being a senior in university with that level of skill and understanding. And I feel like he cheated a bit on some of the answers too. I didn't want to press him too hard on it. But you don't go from thinking of vector as 4 bytes to saying it contains size, capacity, and a pointer. And then when I tried to suss out, okay, fine. Let's just say you had this premonition where in the span of 3 seconds you're able to change your answer to the correct answer. Tell me why that's the correct answer now. And then you have no idea. And guys, stop making excuses. He's tired this, he's tired that. I've given him multiple chances to prove that he knows what he's talking about. And on every single chance, he just didn't give me what I needed. What's the rule of 3? What's the rule of 5? Why are they needed? These are things you learn by reading the second chapter of Learn CPP. They're not revolutionary questions. I think the hardest question I asked him, honestly, was like, is a char signed or unsigned? I don't think he was high. I don't think he was high. Am I doing more call-ins tonight? No. Guys, I can't believe we had 3 straight banger call-ins and no channel members. That's depressing, honestly. That's really depressing. Not even a single super chat. Coding Jesus hates junior devs. That's why he spends 3 hours of his day when he could be going on a romantic dinner date with his beautiful girlfriend. He spends 3 hours of his day trying to help junior developers. He hates junior developers. I could be in the club right now with the AI, machine learning, tower research, X quant, X meta, X fang, X CTO, X god, X OpenAI dev. But I chose to be here with you guys. X god. Bro, I felt so bad when that guy's like, you're the GOAT, you're amazing, because it's like, are you still gonna feel that way about me if you see yourself in a video titled, operating system dev has no idea what a kernel is. You know what I mean? This game is called Mega Bunk. I thought of the title the moment he told me he was an operating system dev and didn't know what kernel was. Do I know FedEx Fearless? Yeah. One last call, please. I need at least 10 more channel members if I'm going to do one other call. Like, I have 0 channel members on a 2.5 hour stream. That's not cool, guys. And I don't want to Pokemon it and shit, but like, this shit takes time and energy. My brain is literally fried. I could just be here and like, imagine I was an e-girl. All I would need to do to have 3,000 viewers, live viewers, is just be like, hey, chat. Hey. I do have pants on, by the way, so don't freak out. But if I was like an e-girl, this is all I'd have to do. And I'd have like millions of channel members. Thank you, Elon, from the tribe for becoming a channel member. I'm losing my mind. This is what C++ does to you. If I was an e-girl, hey. Hey, chat. Oh my god, guys. Hey. Hey, do you want to see my feet, chat? Oh, I'm gonna flash in my feet. Ooh. That's literally like all I'd have to do, and I'd have 3,000 subs. I'm an e-girl and I feel represented. Woo-woo. Hey, chat, I'm so lonely. I wish I had a boyfriend. That's all I'd have to do. Thank you, Yonde, for becoming a channel member. Chat, I wish I had a boyfriend. Chat. Okay, I literally became an e-girl for like 30 seconds and I have a massive amount of people like gifting me memberships. Should I keep going? What else do e-girls do? They give men false hope. How should I do that? Top gifter gets to go on a date with me. Yay! We're gonna have such a fun day, chat, and we're gonna stream it. Yay! Yeah, how do I gaslight like a pro? I need to get better at that. Did the Rentek guy call in? No, he's in the club. Oh, I need a hot tub stream. When I get shredded, I'll do a hot tub stream. Hey, Chad. Chad, I feel so lonely today. I only had 3 gifted members. Chad. If I go goth e-girl, will I get more? Is that still in? Yes. What if I like twirl my hair on stream? I wish I had a boyfriend. People are gonna clip this shit. I should be careful. If you clip, you can clip all my shit, by the way. Just include getcracked.io. You can clip me, throw me anywhere you want. Clip me and be like, I hate CJ, and just like put it anywhere as a title. Just put getcracked.io and put your discount code if you want to make money too. Listen, it's part of the hustle. Put your affiliate link in there. Oh my god, I need a boyfriend that does Rust. Are there any Rust devs out there? I'm a little too good at this. Can you join the call? If you gift a subscription, baby, you can join the call. I'll have all the time in the world for you. This is what happens when you get to the late night CJ part. This is the late night CJ stream. After 3 hours, my brain just melts. And this is what happens. Baby, gift a membership. Gift a memby. And you can call in anytime. What do I have to say to get clipped, to go viral, so that a Get Cracked gets more exposure? Wait, let me think of something. Streaming is actually harder than a 9 to 5. This is harder than a 9 to 5. You can either purchase my channel membership, or you can purchase my exclusive membership at onlycracked.io. Boys, I need one more memby to keep streaming. Your e-girl princess is going hungry. Do you want that? I'm going to CrackedCon. Come say hi at CrackedCon. I already kind of do rage bait Reddit. I don't think I'm not sure if the book is the right approach to drop, honestly. Guys, I'm gonna starve if I don't get another member. Live coding sessions are interesting. I might do one with Monero because I have a PR that's been outstanding for 3 months. I haven't done shit about it. But I need to actually do it. I have to work on it. What do I need to do to become an e-girl? I'm getting mad subs. Do I need like pink fluffy socks? Actually, pink fluffy socks are pretty hot. I might do that. I might get pink fluffy socks, like thigh-high socks. Low cut. Let me think. This is what turns men into femboys, money. I need to show a little more skin. No, it wasn't the visually impaired Monero. It's another one. It's to, it's been a while since I even looked at it, but it's to support a dynamic fee algorithm, or to allow for upgraded priority in the dynamic fee algorithm. Because right now, if the memory pool is full, it'll only take you up to a certain priority, like high, but then there's ultra high and like above that. So this adjustment allows for you to, if the memory pool is super full, for that increase in priority. Become a VTuber? Should I can either change my voice to become extremely deep post third puberty, or I can change it to be like super e-girly. Isn't there a dude on Twitch that's like, well, I don't know if he prefers to be called dude or dudette, but that like does this stuff? Like he's like an e-girl? I forget the person's name. You guys definitely know this. But he's like super girly. Like you could not tell that it's a guy. But I believe, yeah, there are many. Am I considering it? If I was broke, I probably would, honestly. The best ways to make money nowadays is, the legal ways, is essentially gambling and that other thing. If you have no skills whatsoever. How do you know all this 79 to 5? Appeal to gooners, yeah. But I do have a level of respect for women that like go to extreme lengths to become these like top models. I'm not even talking about like the salacious type of model, but like just in general. Do you know how much effort it takes to remain like that thin and fit and pretty? Like that's like expensive because procedures. I would know. And then it's also like time consuming. Like, go to your Pilates, go do this, personal trainer that, this, that. Guys, beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Like you see all these like really tall, skinny, like model-esque looking girls. They've gone through like the nose jobs and all that stuff, and that shit hurts. Like you need to be ballsy to do that, honestly. Starvation, exercise, extensive skincare. Yeah, it takes a, yeah, other procedures. It's like difficult. Yeah, it's their job. It's full time. Oh shit, what is this? Nice, 12k HP sus bush. Yeah, I'm cooked. Yeah, exactly. Like I have respect for their grind and stuff, but yeah, obviously I would never do that myself. I think that's the right way to put it. Respect for their grind and their hustle. Why is tall an attractive feature? I like short girls. Man, the height pill for men is so brutal. I think it's because if you are taller, like your perceived genetic, you know, strength is you have a more potent genetic tree. I don't know. It's like it's rooted in us like for ages. It's also why people have an aversion to public speaking. Why do people hate public speaking? People who haven't practiced it. Why? It's because anytime a human is in front of a crowd of 1,000 people historically, it's usually because he was about to die. That's why. So that's why people are afraid of public speaking. You are most likely about to die if you were to be put in front of 1,000 people. Hung, executed, brutally killed for show, tried. That's why people have an aversion to public speaking. Well, you won't make a fool of yourself if you're competent. But most of the time when people were put in a position of being in front of people, it's an involuntary choice. They weren't like, hey, I'm just going to jump in front of 1,000 people. It was like, no, you're getting pulled against your will onto a stage and you're going to get flogged or whatever. How tall am I? I'm 5'11". Like not the like cope 5'10", 5'11", like the actual 5'11". What is a tall girl? I would say like 5'11" and above. When I went to my girlfriend's friend's Halloween party, I think my girlfriend's 5'7". All her friends are like 6'2". All her friends, I'm 5'11", but I have like 6 foot energy. Let's put it that way. God took an inch off the height and he put it somewhere else. And I'm fine with that. All her friends are like 6'2". And if you're a girl that's 6'2", most likely you want a guy that's taller than you. And you already are at a disadvantage because only like 5% of guys are above 6'2", even less, I think. So it's like, well, how do you find that ideal partner? And then every other girl is looking for the guy that's above 6, whatever. I find it weird. It seems like the shorter the girl, the more likely she wants a taller man. I think it's because she realizes like she wants her children to be at least decently tall, so she wants to like equal it out. But then again, I've seen girls that are like, well, as long as he's taller than me. It's kind of weird. It's either a short girl wants a really tall guy, or she's like, well, as long as he's taller than me, I don't mind. And I think that makes sense. Like, I think it makes sense. Like, my dad's 6'2", my mom's 5'8". What really pisses me off is a lot of these like toxic channels, these toxic dating channels, where like you go on their live stream and you see thousands of people watching, and it's all dudes just shitting on women. And it's not like, oh, I want to be that white knight to save them and all that shit. It's not that. It's just like, why are you even wasting time on this? Even if you feel that way, like, why are you wasting your time on this? Like, the most precious thing you have as a man is your time, attention, and energy. Go use it and channel that anger or dislike you have into actually productive ways to make you a better man. Like, it's, if the dating market is really that shit, well, then go be better, or at least try to be better. You know, like, what's the point of sitting there and crying and complaining? The world isn't going to change and morph to what you want it to be. You need to adapt to whatever situation you're put in. And if that's the case, that the dating market's crap, you know, you as one person, you're not going to change it. So why don't you just go do everything you can to just try to better yourself and ascend in that way, you know? Literally channel it into C++. I was actually very surprised. I don't really like the word incel because it assumes that a man's worth is essentially like by how well he's able to sleep with women. And that's not true either, but I get what you're saying. There are also a lot of, like, what I realize, there are a lot of girls that have never been kissed, never been touched, never been, you know, shown like a level of attention because they've never been considered the pretty girl. And they're like, there's a lot of girls starving for attention too. But what those guys that are just like average attraction, average charisma, average looks, what they need to realize is like, you need to find a girl that's just as average as you are. And that's essentially it. You can't be angry that you can't get the 10 out of 10 Insta-baddies. That's not happening. As a 5 out of 10 guy, it's just not happening. So instead of crying on Fresh and Fit's YouTube channel, sending them money, and getting more broke and wasting more time in the process, why don't you just go do something to better yourself? Hit the gym. If you need to get a cosmetic procedure done because there's something that's like abhorrent about the way you look, and that's due to birth or whatever reason, you can't change that naturally, go get that. You know? You're not entitled to another girl's body. Because at the end of the day, the guys that are sitting there and they're angry and they're mad and they're lashing out, they feel an entitlement to that girl. And they're angry that they can't get her. And so they're just trying to find ways to cope with that. And they find ways by channeling their anger through those sort of red pill channels. I don't know. This is like CJ After Hours. I don't even know if you guys care about this shit. Yeah, that's really true. We're that hypocrite. We cry about not being loved, about the lack of beauty, while we don't love others for their beauty. Yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel about 50-50? Personally, I'm not a 50-50 guy. I was never raised to be 50-50. Even in a relationship, like, if my girl wants to work, go for it. But, like, I want to be comfortable enough such that if her income dries up, then I can still support the family. You know what I mean? But like on dates and stuff, I just feel like it's the man's obligation to pay. Like it's just part of the chivalry, it's part of being charismatic, it's part of showing that like you're also a protector and a provider for her. And I don't think it has to do with how much money the girl makes, because I think even really wealthy women, they want to be courted. You know? the thing is, like, in my relationship, I pay 100%, but my girl shows me what I need from her in different ways. Like, when I went and got my nose done, and I was in pain for days. Like, she stayed the night, took care of me. She brought equipment. Like, she brought like tape and gauze and like ice packs and food. And she made sure everything was right for me. She stayed the night to make sure I wasn't bleeding excessively. Like that's what I want from my girl. I don't want money. I don't want her to spend money on me. I have enough for myself and her. You know what I mean? It goes beyond money. It's like that caring and that taking care of. That's what I really value in a relationship from a woman. But like I keep seeing all these reels on Instagram about like how the guys complaining about 50-50. Like a lot of guys, in my opinion, and I might get shit for this, but like if you don't have money, don't date. If you don't have money, don't go on dates. Okay? Focus on getting your money up and then start spending money on dates. Like, why are you going on dates and you barely have $50 to scrape together? Like, are you going to really enjoy yourself? Are you going to feel like you're having a good time when you're penny pinching and you feel like you can't invest in the shared experience? What do I mean by money? Let's say you go to an amusement park with a girl and you want to go on like this ride and that ride, and let's just assume in this hypothetical world that each ride costs money. Are you going to be like, oh, we can only do 2 rides today? Like, you're not going to feel good doing that, you know? How did I meet my GF hinge? I'm describing most people. Yeah, I mean, but like most people make bad decisions. And that's why they're like most other people. Don't you think there's beauty in finding someone before you're loaded? And I think it's really strange that people assume just because you have money that your partner likes you for your money. You know what I mean? Like that, to me, that's really strange. Like, why is it the first thing your mind goes to? Like, that's one aspect of you, but you have a lot more about you. Well, you get more tattoos. Yeah, this full arm is going to be tattooed up. And then my back, I want to tattoo my back to connect the two. Yeah, it's definitely a factor. I agree with you. It's definitely a factor. But like, why is it the first thing that somebody's mind goes to? Like, let's be real. Most marriages end in divorce, and the number one reason is financial stress. So money is definitely a massive factor in this. Let's not kid ourselves. Love is not blind. And what I find really strange is that guys have a more Disney-like perception of love than women do. Women are pretty practical. Does he look good? Does he take care of himself? Does he have a decent job and career? Is he going places even if he's not there where he needs to be at this moment? But guys have this idea that like love will help us get through everything, and baby, I'll be there for you no matter what, and you'll always love me for who I am, right? And girls are like, they're a lot more cutthroat, and I respect that. Girls should be picky. Girls should be picky because they're gonna carry your child for 9 months. And they better bet their bottom dollar that they're carrying a child of a man that they value, respect, and want to be around for the rest of their lives, essentially. Because that's what ties you to that other person, that child. Yeah, it's the best for your what's best for your children is essentially what you're prioritizing. Exactly. You're actually a red pill? No, I'm pretty black pill. I think everything that I've said is actually pretty contrary to red pill. I don't believe in like multiple girlfriends and playing these games. Like, I'm a grown-ass man. Like, if you have an issue, communicate to me. Like, if you have something that you want to get off your chest that you didn't like that I did, then tell me and let's discuss it. Like, I'm not into this whole like red pill stuff. like every ideology most likely has a kernel of truth, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm red pill because I might have like share like 10% of my beliefs with that. Do I looks max? Yeah, my nose is literally a looks max. It's still swollen as hell, but yeah. I'm getting with a personal trainer as well in the start of November. I want to get like big, so I need to eat more and stuff. But I want to get aesthetic big, not like Hulk, Sam Sulek, disgusting big. Wait, Echo Explores. Sometimes I don't understand what you write. I never said that I'm trans. I don't know where you got that from. Do you work on flexibility for your fitness life? Yeah, you have to. Wait, what do you mean by flexibility? Like schedule flexibility? Am I meal prepping? Yeah, I'm part of like, I'm in some meal prep company. Well, I have meal prepped like kits, so I know the exact amount of calories and macros I'm getting now. Yeah. I think what Echo Explorer said is like I'm fine with trans people and I have trans friends and I like trans people in general. That's true, but I don't think she meant that I said that I am trans. Oh, okay, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, thank you, Echo. What I realized going through just this simple nose procedure is how much bullshit trans people have to put up with just to feel comfortable in their own skin. And the fact that they get bullied on top of already like bullying themselves from the insecurities and stuff as a result of not feeling comfortable in their own body, like that just adds probably such a level of frustration for their lives. It's just, it's disappointing that they have to go through that. Yeah, it's sad. My cousin is trans, female to male. And I think she started her transition actually quite young. And she has a girlfriend now and she's living her life. Or sorry, I'm so bad with that. He's living his life. I should get in touch with him a little more. Yeah, thanks. You caught that before I did. No, I don't know. I think he does environmental science, like environmental science for the government or something. I'm not too sure. I haven't talked to him in so long. After his transition, he kind of disconnected a lot from family, but I do talk to his brothers, like very often. Call him and ask him what a shared pointer is. I'm not going to speculate on how people feel the way they do feel. All I can say is I kind of empathize with the feeling of being insecure about parts of your body that you don't like, because that's how I felt about my nose for the longest time. And then going through the process and then being open and honest with people about it, and then still having people like use that as an attack vector. Use you wanting to help people become more comfortable with getting cosmetic procedures to like live better lives. Trying to weaponize that against you is just like bottom of the barrel behavior, honestly. What sort of diet do you follow? It's just high protein, low carbs. I'm trying to get 2,500 calories in a day. and I take at least 6,000 steps and burning at least 600 calories or something close to that, but it's still difficult. Yeah, it's weird that people in 2025 care about what a man does with his own money. Where do I do my steps? I do treadmill. I do 12.5 incline, 2.8 miles per hour for 60 minutes on my cardio days like tomorrow. And then I just walk everywhere essentially. People care about anything other than themselves. Yeah, everybody wants to change the world. Nobody wants to change themselves, right? I just feel kind of gross when I eat carbs. Like pasta, I feel full and bloated unnecessarily. When I eat protein, I feel full in like a fulfilling way. Thoughts on Mamdani? I'm gonna stay away from politics on this channel, guys. For me, my top priority in a man is whether he respects me. Love is also important, but when it eventually fade away, and then only respect for each other will be left. Yeah, that's valid. The only thing is, like, what does respect look like to you? Because respect is just so different for so many people, based off like how they were raised and what they perceive as being respectful. And like a lot, like the thing is, respect like seems it's also it's a common trait. Like realistically, every guy you date will have some degree of respect for you. Like they're not gonna like hit you or curse you out, or like they're gonna have some degree of respect for you. So like, what does respect look like for you? It's like when girls say, "I just want a nice guy." Like, well, what does that really mean? Or like, "I just want an honest guy." Like, every guy I know is honest. It doesn't mean you want to date him, right? I don't know why Canada wages for everything is low. I don't know why they underpay. I don't know why wages in Canada are so low. No, we are not talking politics. Chat can talk about whatever they want, but I'm not chiming in. Do I plan to be in the US forever? Listen, if I can take get cracked at 100K a month, I'm moving to the Caymans, or I'm moving to Dubai and paying 0 taxes, honestly. Yeah, I'm a Canadian citizen, yeah. I'm a green card holder too. Yo, all the people asking if I'm in Hong Kong, you guys are so late, and I get it that you don't keep up with like everything that happens in my life, but I talked about actually not going to Hong Kong a little while back, maybe like 6 months ago. What is Get Cracked netting right now? Revenue is 36,500 a month for the past 2 months. Profits probably a good 30,000. I think my strength is marketing. I think I'm pretty good at marketing. Like, I have no ego whatsoever, which is funny because everybody thinks that I'm this massive egotistical freak. So, like, I'll post content, like, making fun of myself because I know it'll go viral. And then it'll get 100,000 views, and then some of those people will sign up, so... I do have an apartment in Thailand, yeah. Well, I think both somebody with an ego and somebody without an ego would both say that they don't have an ego. I mean, I don't think somebody without an ego will say they do have an ego, so. Are you renting this apartment? Yeah, I'm in a 1-bedroom, 900 square foot with a balcony. I pay $3,000 a month. One person said 3,000 a month. Damn. The next person said only 3,000. Not bad. I miss more collabs though, but I guess many other YouTubers think your haters will affect them negatively and they don't contact you back when you reach out, maybe, or maybe they're just busy. I actually haven't reached out to many people, honestly. And a bunch of people have reached out to me. Like, I did a collab with tryexponent.com. That video is going to drop maybe in 2 weeks. Like, 95% of people, when I reach out to them, they're like, yeah, let's collab. And I have people in the pipeline that I want to collab with. Like some cracked out quant people too that are like seasoned devs in the industry. But like, yeah, I haven't reached out to Primogen. I haven't reached out to a lot of people. Tech with Tim wanted to collab too, but I need to think of a good collab with him. I don't even know. Somebody asked, why do I have haters? I honestly don't know. I think partially it's because people watch my junior dev interviews and they just get angry for whatever reason. Like, you can literally be Mother Teresa, you'll have haters. Like, there's a point where you get to a certain size where like somebody's gonna find a reason to not like you. I'm one of your haters. Well, thanks for viewing. Thanks for watching. Like, somebody I really respect is Simon Cowell. Because he pioneered the whole like tough love thing before it was even popular, and he blew up from that. But of course he has haters, like, you're being mean, you're being rude, right? But like, he was such a Chad in the early days of, you know, in the early days of American Idol. Yeah, all the haters don't know the size of a char, I agree. And the funny thing is, they'll never call in, they'll never show their faces, they just hide on like Reddit boards. And it's funny, they never actually give you reasons or arguments. It's always like, oh, he calls himself Coding Jesus, which is such a like level 1, bottom of the barrel, like day 1 hater, like first time hater comment. Like, at least think of something a little more creative, you know what I mean? Like, he calls himself Coding Jesus is such a played out hate. It's such a played out comment. Wait, there are Reddit threads about you? Yeah, there's probably a couple. Like, let's be real. Like, there's no chance you have 250k subs and you don't have a Reddit thread or two. And it's interesting because even in some of the biggest hate threads, there's like literally dudes protecting me and they're like defending me and shit. Which is nice to see, you know? Like, somebody is like, oh, he asks irrelevant stuff, I think I read. And then one dude is like, bro, he literally asks the most basic ass questions. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, we might have a match for Vero. Somebody said, Vero, are you single? Yeah, it's literally like, why don't you straight up just ask lead code? I would be down to do a coding matchmaking stream. I would be down if a girl wanted to come on. I have never had a girl. I've had a girl call in once 6 months ago, and she just asked questions about like the quant space. I'd be down to do a coding dating show. Danny Cat call in. Danny Cat's cracked out of her mind. Yeah, like blind dates, but for software engineers, not for coding. So like you just come on the stream. I can even start it if people are nervous, like faceless. Like faceless. So you just hear each other's voices and you just talk to each other. Rapid fire TCP handshakes. Yeah, I'd go from coding Jesus to coding Cupid. The thing about a software engineering dating show is that it's like 99% men. I would sponsor it. I would sponsor it. I would, if the girl wanted money to come on, but then it's just like, are you here for love or are you here for the money? Oh, what's his, Brown Scion is shooting his shot. Yo, I already said, guys, I need more channel members if you want me to do another call-in, but like I spent 4 hours talking to people and I got 0 donations and I got 4 people converting only when I was an e-girl. I'll actually sponsor the date. If you guys decide to go on a date, I will do this. I promise. If you guys end up decide to go on a date and you do go on, I will sponsor a $300 date. Wherever you want to go, $300. I'll sponsor it. An e-girl is just a girl that's like chronically online, but like when usually the term e-girl refers to a girl that's like very, well, like very attractive and online. Oh, let's go. Benizer, thank you for the 5 gifted. Okay, now I have to do work. Whoa, we do have a girl. Okay, hello, we do have one watching, other than Vero. So we're not an entirely male stream here. All the girls are quiet. They're in the back and they're lurking and they're quiet. They're quiet, they're quiet, they're quiet. All right. Do we want to take in another caller? I don't want to grill, though. I don't have the mental capacity to grill. I beg you, it's 6 a.m. It's 11 p.m. now. I have a client tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Okay, quick. Let's do it quick. But I'm not grilling. I don't want to grill. Please don't make me grill. Hey. Hey. Are you part of the tribe? Hello? Bro, I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. Alright, one sec.
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, are you part of the tribe?
Yeah.
Savage, okay.
Yo, like,
Alright, can I put you on camera? Are you comfortable with that? I stopped.
yeah,
I won't put you on
sure,
the...
for
okay.
sure, for sure. I don't mind that.
Actually, I'll do it this way. Alright, you were hitting on Vero to start with. I don't know, Vero, is he your type? Alright.
Probably not. It's all good though.
Alright, yeah, so what do you want to talk about?
Shit, like it's a little glitchy right now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know what I want to talk about. Like, I just joined. Yeah.
You've been begging to call in, you don't have a topic?
Let's talk about
I expect more from a tribe member, man, come on.
yeah, like do you want to talk about let's talk about page tables, yeah.
Nah, bro, no,
It's
we're not
cool.
doing that.
Nah.
Bro, I think you scared Vero away, she's gone.
She's Is it my receding hairline?
No,
It's
your
my
hairline's
receding
fine. Your
hairline.
hairline's just minoxidil, finasteride,
It's
you'll
my
be
nose.
good.
It's my nose, right?
No, you're
Bro,
good, you're good.
bro, do you want to sponsor my rhino
Sponsor
too?
your rhino?
Yeah.
What are you are you a student? Let's just talk about like career and stuff.
Yeah. I'm in high school.
You're in high school?
Yeah.
You're starting
Uh,
early then.
I'm grade 12.
Oh, damn.
I mean,
you're doing
I'm about to
CS?
graduate. No, I'm planning to go into like comp eng, trying to do comp eng.
Okay. Well, listen,
But
you lead the discussion. I don't know what you want to talk about.
like I don't know if comp eng is good, like to get into quant dev.
Probably
or,
better than comp
yeah.
sci.
Really?
Yeah, because you're gonna do more like hardware focus, more engineering stuff.
Oh, okay. True.
All right, you want Vero's heart? You need to answer what is a nested parameter pack.
A nested parameter packed.
I know what a parameter pack is. I don't know what the fucking nested how you nest
Is
things.
it C++, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about it's all C++, right? Shit. Is it related to like templates? Right?
I was
Like C like is this like a C++ template
yeah, in most
question?
contexts,
Or...
it's template related, I guess.
All right. Let me just think about it a little bit.
Oh, I see what she's doing. She's doing some like fancy, almost like tuple-like implementation parameter packing.
Damn, bro, like I don't know, she's out of my league. I'm not on her level.
She's out of your C++ league.
C++ league, yeah, but like,
She
I
needs
like them short though, So
she needs a man that can nest her parameter packs.
yeah, this is not safe for work.
Not safe for work after hours stream.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, I feel like, it's used for forwarding and like, if we're trying to expand multiple arguments in a list. But like C++ doesn't allow that, right? So we would have to use a nested parameter pack for that, right?
Doesn't sound right to me, but I'm too checked
No.
out to really give you a real answer.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk
Never
about
mind,
let's talk
yeah.
about all right, let's get somebody else in, bro. It's cool with you?
Vera in? We're gonna get Vera?
No, I think we'll get just somebody else in. I'll have you in back
Oh,
later.
okay. Alright, man. Take
Alright, see ya.
care.
Hello, Mohammed. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, bro. How you doing? Good.
I'm great. I'm great. Wait, let me mute your stream.
Yeah. We're not doing any like grill-ins right now. We're past that time. It's 11 p.m. But I will take questions in general questions.
Yeah, so basically, I wanted to hop on the call because I haven't done bachelor's. After my my high school, I did IBDP, International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. After that, I started a company in Germany, a food tech company, which was a flop, I'd say. It didn't went well.
Which was a
I
what?
worked on it solo. It was a food tech company in Germany.
Food tech. Okay.
Yeah, so it was basically we provided other restaurants a solution or an application to manage multiple brands under a single dark kitchen. It was a SaaS application.
Okay.
So I worked solo on it for like a year, I'd say. But then we didn't secure funding, and because of the bureaucracy of the German market, we had to close it.
Okay.
And then after that, I did a post-bachelor's, pre-master's course from Caltech in AI and ML. And then I started another company, Rainmakers, which is essentially a platform where hedge funds, VCs, PEs can upload their data rooms and parse it and then generate presentations and analysis for that and share that with investors and other partners like general partners or LPs.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, I've been working on this for the past 14 months, and it's very large, like around 500,000 lines of code across 3 projects. We initially fine-tuned our own LLM, but that didn't went well. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's just the thing is to secure funding, you need clients or
Yeah.
a user.
Yeah, you
But
need
to get the
recurring
users,
revenue.
you need to, but to get the users, you need to have
Marketing.
you need to have a launched product.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just stuck in this loop for the past 6-7 months where I'm trying my best to launch this product, but it's just expanding so much. Like there are so many features that I have to take care of, and I'm solo.
What are you
So,
doing for user acquisition? What are you doing for user acquisition?
As of now, we haven't done because the project isn't launched yet. The product isn't launched yet.
You should
But
already be generating hype though, no?
Yeah, we already have some advisors onboarded, like a director of design from Shopify and some other guys, like very big in the presentation or the design realm or the space. We have also reached out to a few clients, potential clients. They were rather interested in what this is about, and they wanted to see the demo and stuff. But I think it's quite early for us to do that, because if we do demos, like if we reach out to potential clients, they would be asking for demos, and we don't have anything to show them for demos, which is a problem. Like it's just a hen and a chicken problem. Like in order to get the users, you need to have the product. To get the investors, you need to have the users.
Do
I
you
don't know,
want to
I'm
do you want to demo it to chat?
Yeah, sure. Um, can you see the screen here?
Yeah.
Yes, so basically, this is what the product is about. So what you do is you upload the documents over here, but wait, it's running on localhost, so it's gonna take a while to compile. Yeah, so you upload the documents over here,
Yeah.
and then you move the wait, and then yeah, you after that you do the analysis, but actually you wait for the documents to be parsed and embedded and turned into vectors, and all the data to be saved, and after that you run analysis using our agents, deep research or normal Q&A, and then the reports that can be generated, you can edit the reports over here.
And
And
sorry,
then-
what does the report do? So it generates like a summary?
Now the summary and the analysis of the deal that is at hand or in the discussion. Like, is this deal good, and what are the numbers? What are the potential market size and everything? And you can see the attached documents over here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just my concern is that like the people that will use this are the people that want to use this tool the least, because they're concerned about reading every line and being meticulous about the deal and the terms, and just having an LLM summarize it for them is probably not what they're looking to do.
No, it's not going to be a summary.
Okay, sorry, I
It's gonna be
misunderstood the
general.
product. Sorry.
Yeah, so they're going to upload the documents. These are the documents. We are
Okay.
going to parse them, and then they are going to run analysis on this, like analyze the deal to let's say to filter out or to get out the numbers in a report form or a long form article, or what this deal actually is. And then after this report is generated, we are going to generate presentations based on those, based on the wait.
To make it easier
Yeah.
for the people related to the deal to sell it to whoever the internal
Yeah.
stakeholder is.
So the thing is, when you start a company and you want to fundraise, the whole fundraising process is rather long. It takes anywhere from 2 months to 6 months, because there is a lot of back and forth. What we are trying to do is resolve that back and forth by generating the pitch decks and sharing those pitch decks to your investors. You can see over here, like, we will generate the chapters for you, the presentation, the content inside each presentation. And then the investors can also ask our agents any questions that they have regarding the deal or the company or anything, rather than asking the clients or our clients the questions that they would usually ask.
I'm not sure, Will, what you have that's better than like AI. Oh, this is like some sort of like automatic deal generation and KPI. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. So like the thing is it's so big. It's taking me so much. It has already taken me so much time to get where it is already, and I don't know, like, what am I supposed to do after this? Like, it's just
Well, a lot of people, they
losing
rush
hope.
into business ideas. They have a good idea, but then they realize, like, wait, who's gonna buy this? And I think that's where you're
No, we
at.
have buyers,
But you said there was a chicken and egg problem. Like, there's people that want stuff.
but
We need to build.
yeah, they want this stuff, but in order to get this stuff out to them, we need to be able to have this in a complete form. Because the thing with hedge funds and PEs and VCs is that they won't be onboarding a MVP, so they want a full-fledged thing.
I see. I mean, so what question do you have for me?
So this is where it gets rather weird. So what I was thinking of is, I'm currently in Pakistan. I was thinking of switching to, or maybe getting a job and going to US or something.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's a good option. I should do that or not, because it's really hard for me to get funding here in Pakistan while being in Pakistan.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, if you're a solid developer and you think you can get a job in the U.S., that's a good avenue. But I mean, they're gonna ask for 100K sponsorship for the H-1B unless you're a U.S. citizen.
That's what I don't know. Is that like, am I a good developer or not?
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
That's what
because
you're asking.
I don't have a degree, not a bachelor's. I don't have any work experience other than 2 of my own companies.
And what do you code in?
Python and C Sharp and React or
Okay.
JavaScript, actually. TypeScript.
Okay. What's the await keyword in C# do?
Await, it is going to introduce asynchronous or wait for the action to complete. It can be used inside a async function.
Okay. What happens if you throw an exception in an async void function in C#?
Async void function,
Yeah.
that is going to, I know that it's not going to terminate the program.
What do you mean it's not going to generate the program?
It's not going to terminate the program.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. But it should continue.
No, it will terminate
At
the
the same,
program.
why?
Well, because usually you return a task in an async function, and when you throw an exception in a task returning async function, the exception's attached to the task object. But if there's no task
Okay.
object,
Yeah.
it doesn't propagate outside the async void function. It just terminates.
Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah. For C#, how many stages of garbage collection is there in C#? How many
Oh, no.
tiers?
I'm not a C Sharp dev, bro. The main thing I know to write in C Sharp is a .NET application. That's all I do. I didn't learn this in a proper way, I'd say.
Well, I don't think you're gonna have an easy time getting an H-1B visa with the 100K and then like the no degree.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Why would they hire you when they can hire the 100 Indians looking to flood across that actually have degrees and they're actually competent?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying you're not competent. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put it that way. I mean like they're
No, it's okay.
they actually have like solid job experience.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man, I don't want to tell you not to try and pursue the American dream, but I'm just saying like you need to. Why not find a decent software engineering job in India? I mean, in Pakistan.
They don't pay well.
Do
Like,
they
for
not pay
example,
well relative to America, or they don't pay well relative to other jobs in Pakistan?
they pay relatively well, like as compared to Pakistan or the Pakistani job market. They don't pay well as compared to the US market or anywhere else, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, you're
Let me
comparing
see.
apples to oranges because prices in Pakistan are cheaper. You know, it's just different.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the starting pay is going to be $500 per month.
Yeah, that's not great, but I mean, like, it's a foot in the door. It's a solid foundation, and you're making a decent amount relative to other people in Pakistan.
That's a fair point.
And then you can take the skills that you learned on the job and build your own business and company, and maybe make connections that'll help you land investment.
Do you think I should go for a job or just work on this thing, like launching it?
Well, you've only shown it to me for 5 minutes, and I don't really know your backstory and your circumstances, and if you have a family and kids and all that stuff and everything I need to consider here. But I just fear that you're building a tool that nobody really wants or that nobody really needs.
Okay.
But I respect the grind and the hustle. I'm just wondering, like listen, my YouTube channel, it had 200,000 subs before I even started Get Cracked. You know?
Oh yeah.
So I have an audience. I have an audience.
Yeah.
But who's your audience? Do they know you exist?
Uh, to some extent, yeah.
If I was to go out in Pakistan and say, who's the audience of your business, who would you say?
It's not in Pakistan. Pakistani businesses, they're very traditional. They won't be buying this, and
Okay.
there aren't much hedge funds and VCs
So
here in
which hedge fund
Pakistan.
in the US did you reach out to that says we're interested in your product?
There were a few. I'm not the reach out guy. My brother is. He's my co-founder. He has, I'd say, 1.5 decades of experience in investments, investment analysis, financial analysis, and stuff in the GCC and UK and European market. So yeah, it was his idea, basically.
So he made
Begin
you
with.
you build it, but he's taking none of the losses?
No, the thing is, we have a different kind of dynamic, I'd say. He supports me financially because I'm full-time working on this.
Oh, I see.
And yeah,
So he's like essentially funding the project.
yeah, up till now.
And
We have invested, I don't know, like 25K USG in this.
wow, you put 25K USD into that?
Yeah.
How many months is that to work in Pakistan? Well,
Sorry, come again.
that's 100 months divided by 2. Wow. So to recoup the cost, you'd have to work for 100 months.
No, he doesn't work in Pakistan.
No,
Like
no,
he
but I mean,
works
like in
remote.
theory, if you
Oh
if you
yeah,
had to
yeah,
pay, if you had to pay him back,
yeah, yeah,
so you'd have to work for 10 years for your brother.
yeah.
Holy shit. Where does he work?
He works for a family office in Kuwait. He's in Pakistan, but he works remotely.
Oh, okay. Do you have any opportunities for remote work for a job in the US?
I did have one. There was this startup that reached out to me. They were relatively young, but they didn't had funding at that point. They had a good traction. They had good like number of users. They were landing big universities, but they were like you have to work full time, like 40 hours a week, maybe even like 60 hours a week for like a few months. Uh, until that, we aren't gonna pay you. We'll give you equity. I was like, no, man.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
what?
do that.
Yeah,
Where they pay you like peanuts.
yeah.
They're like, we'll give you a bed. That's like almost the equivalent to slavery, honestly.
Yeah,
You have the grind, but I don't see the direction.
yeah. I feel that yeah, that's a problem.
All right, bro. I don't know what else to
Yeah.
say.
Thank you so much for having me, man.
All right, no
Yeah,
problem, man. Good
it was
luck.
nice. Good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Yo. Hello. We're speed running the last couple people. We're speed running it. Go. What's up?
I'm a year from uni, and I just started I got into quant about like 6 months ago,
You got into
and I
what?
was
You got
just
into what?
quant like interested in it
Okay.
because I was really good at maths and stuff. So because of that, I was like, yeah, I want to do quant, and I'm going abroad for university anyways.
Yes, next person. Sorry, okay, keep going. You're going abroad?
Yeah, so I'm going abroad for university. I'm probably gonna do like comp sci or computer engineering.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, like, what would you do if you were in my situation? Like, what's the best route I can take?
Honestly, I have like 10 videos about this.
Yeah, I've watched them, but like, I'm at the point where I'm decent in Python, and like, I know, like, I've done 50, 60 or like get track questions. I've done about like 100 lead codes. It's like, I don't know what to do anymore.
I don't know what to do anymore either. What year are you in?
I'm 1 year to start uni.
So in a year you start uni.
Yeah,
Bro, focus on school for now, dude. Come on.
my school's fine.
Okay, get a good school, just get good grades. Pick up the books that I told you outside of school and start reading them, and then by third year you'll be ready to start interviewing.
by third year, not before. It can't be possible before that.
No, bro, you're still in kindergarten, dude. You can't get an internship yet.
No, like in uni, like first or second year uni.
No, nobody's gonna do that. Why would they hire a first-year student and then wait 3 years to hire you full-time? It's not gonna work.
Right, but like I could get FANG internships, right?
In first year, I don't think so.
No, second.
I don't think so either. I think it's a third-year thing. I might be wrong. What's the difference between dunder stir and dunder repper?
So dunder stir is like the object that Python runs for like returning outputting in a class. So it gives you back the result of the string instead of the memory location. And dunder repper gives you like I forgot what the thing was for it. It was like it basically outputs it so that it's readable.
You confused the two. Stir is a human readable one. Repper is the machine representation. How do I take the machine representation and turn it into an object? Go.
Take the machine representation, turn it into an object. I guess you do the what's it called? REPL.
No, bro. You use eval.
Okay.
All right, bro. You still got some time to. You still got some stuff to learn. You got the time to do it too. But we're speed running, okay?
All right,
All
no
right, bro.
problem.
Thanks,
you.
bro. See ya. Speed run. What's up? How can I help you?
Yo,
Yo.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, can you test me on concurrency?
In a speed run.
Sure.
All right. What's a semaphore?
It's when you let a certain amount of blocks enter the critical section, right?
Locks?
Sorry, threads before they start blocking.
Okay. And what's the difference between a... Okay. What's a binary semaphore? All right, bro, you're done. Do you know it or no?
Bro, I don't use semaphores.
Well, this is okay. Okay, what's the difference? What's a... You wanted the... But you don't have to... You wanted the three... Bro, you wanted the speed run on concurrency. Now you're saying, oh, I don't use it.
Maybe like some other questions, you know?
All the questions...
Yo, who's
you know-
this other guy?
I'll ask you the... Should I ask you the questions you know the answers to? Why are you flexing on stream, bro? We get it. You're massive, bro. Okay. Next question. What's a J thread in C++20?
Bro, I don't... I haven't used a JThread, bro.
Okay. What do you use?
Just like I've done...
How do you pass a reference to a thread that executes a function? So you pass a function to a thread and you want to pass one of the arguments to the function as a reference. How do you do that with a thread?
Yeah, bro, I thought you were testing on concurrency, bro.
This is concurrency. How do you pass a reference to a method that's called by a thread?
We can't do it normally, right? Like with a hold on.
All right, bro, your speed round has come to an end. You stood ref or stood cref, depending if you want const or not. Call in next time, though.
Hold on. I have one more question. Other than like questions and get cracked, what else like do you get from like the membership?
Oh, if you're an annual or lifetime, you get Discord access.
Yeah, but is there anything else other than like questions? Like, do you
I
have
suck
like
your dick for 30
LeetCode?
minutes. What else do you want? Bro, it's the questions, it's the coding section, it's like the Discord access. Like, I don't know what else. It's all on the website. What you get. There's no secret surprises.
I mean, you got like a free trial.
Bro, come on. Half the platform is free. That's your trial.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Thank you.
I'll
Thank you
come
for
next
calling
time.
in. Yeah, call in next time. Next prepared. All right. Speed run. Speed run.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I just had a quick question. I'm not sure if it's fine for a speed run though. It might take a while. If
Okay,
that's
what's your
okay.
question?
Yeah. So I'm currently a U.S. citizen. I'm based in the United States now.
Bro,
But I
now we're
did
getting
my
to now we're getting to legal questions. Okay, go ahead.
no no
Citizenship.
it yeah. So I have a citizenship in the U.S. But the problem is I did my my bachelor's of engineering in computer science in India, and I got like offers from, I don't know if I want to dox myself, but I got like offers from Oracle and Salesforce and stuff, and I left it and came back to the US. I don't know why. I interned with them for like 6 or 7 months. I just wasn't feeling the vibe. It was a very slow paced environment and so many guardrails.
Yeah.
I just couldn't be bothered. I like in the 6 months of my internship, I'd finished out my project and pumped out the code in like 1 week.
Pumping
And
it, yeah.
yeah, what the fuck? No, not like that, but like, you know. But yeah, I'd gotten done with my project in like the first 1 week, and then I was just waiting on managers to get approval and on my PR to get a check mark from the higher ups. And that just took way too much time and I was just idle. So I decided to let go of the offers and come back to the States. Now the problem is here, I'm trying to apply for startups and things like that. And also I have like peer pressure and pressure from my family and stuff because now I'm like unemployed basically.
Yeah.
And I did have offers in the back in India, and I left it all to come back here. And I'm kind of in like this space where I don't know what to do. Should I go back into applying for jobs that I'd left when I had them, or should I just continue applying for startups which have like a minimal chance of me getting in or actually securing?
And sorry, this Salesforce stuff was in or Oracle was in US?
No, it's in India.
Oh.
So I did internships with them, and I got like a callback, like a full-time offer with them. I just didn't take them.
Well, I don't feel comfortable taking a job at a place personally. I don't know about your family situation, all that stuff. I don't feel comfortable taking a position at a place where I feel like my mind is gonna melt for the next 2 years. I don't care how much they pay me.
Exactly. It was kind of like a 9 to 5 where your brain fucked every single hour, just constantly force fed.
Yeah.
Like random features you'd have to fix in like a very obsolete code base, and it was very boring.
Yeah.
But now that I think back about it, should I have just settled for that safety instead of kind of getting way too ahead of myself is what I'm thinking now.
For me,
Just
for me, settling for safety is too risky. It's too dangerous
Fair.
because like
Fair.
it'll kill my love for the game.
Mhm.
But I don't know, man. If you have a family, you have kids, you have 10 kids and a mortgage, I don't know how it's gonna work if you don't.
No, I graduated. I just graduated like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
like college. So I don't have like any ties. It's just like peer pressure, like friends who are also unemployed are like fucking with me. They're like, dude, you got an offer. Why the fuck are you still looking for a job?
Well,
So
that's their problem, not yours.
yeah,
you know?
I get it. Yeah.
And I don't know about the family. I don't know how strict the hierarchy is there and the pressure, but listen, you tell them like I want something that I'll be proud of, not necessarily that you'll just be proud of to say my son has a job.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yeah, that was kind of my mindset moving into
Yeah.
that as well. It's just, I don't know, not in the right headspace, I guess. Think more
Alright.
about it.
All good, man. Speed run. Sorry, bro. Maybe in the next time it will take some more time, but I just have to speed run.
For sure, man.
Alright,
Nice
bro,
talking
see
to you.
Yo, you can't keep joining the speed run queue. All right, what's up?
Yo.
Yo.
Okay, yo. What's good? Can you just like quiz me on some shit? Yo, Ezra, can you quit cheesing so hard, bro?
Bro, I'm her lover. Like, what? What are you talking about, bro?
Alright, anyways, yeah, just like quiz me on something. Yo, I can't lie, I had an interview like last week, and they asked me if static is thread safe in like a class member function, and I said it is. I'm so cooked.
That's pretty
But
cooked.
no, but I said it depends on C++ version, so I explained like afterwards that it was like constructors, and I just mixed it up.
No, I'm pretty sure if it's static local in a method, then it's thread safe including and after 11. But as just a static variable
Oh
in
no,
class,
yeah,
it's never been
it was
thread
a
safe.
static. Sorry, it was a static like local variable of like a function or something.
Yeah, that's thread safe at C++11 and beyond.
Oh, damn. Okay,
You might have fluked your way in.
maybe. All right, wait. Can you just like quiz me on something and then just boot me out when I get it wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the order of evaluations for parameters in C++17?
Of like a function?
Yeah.
I think it isn't like defined, or it's like not like something like that.
Okay, I won't boot you there. It's implementation defined.
Yeah.
What happens when I add two? If I have auto A equals B plus
Int.
C. I didn't finish the question.
My bad.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. I've heard it before.
Because you've heard
Come
the
on, bro.
question.
Yeah.
What if I have two methods? One is called foo. They're both called foo. One takes in a const char star and the other takes in a short, and I pass in 0.
Ooh.
Which one gets called?
Oh. I would say I'm gonna guess the char pointer.
You sure?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
All right, bro. Hit the books, bro, and don't disrespect my mod like that, man.
My bad,
She has a
I'm
man.
trolling.
She has a man.
My
All right,
bad,
bro.
bro.
It's neither. They're ambiguous, and then you can read up why.
Okay, thank you for your
bless you.
time.
What's up, speedrun?
Yo, so can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
So I just have like a general like question about like your columns and shit.
Yeah.
Just like what is like the purpose of like these videos? Are they just like to prepare people for interviews, or
Yeah,
like
essentially, it's
just
me
time?
gaming, relaxing, and trying to sharpen my skills while helping people prepare for their interviews.
Okay, and so like these questions, right? Do they have like any purpose outside of like interviews? Like I understand like people should understand general concepts like concurrency, threading, classes, and like so on, right?
Yeah.
But like for example, like on one of your questions, you ask someone like, what's the difference in latency between like an L1 cache and like memory? So I'm wondering like, does that actually have like any practical use outside of interviews?
Yeah, I mean, like if you don't know the answer at all, it's gonna be you're gonna have a difficult time writing code that takes advantage of cache locality as a hardware engineer. I think you're referring to the NVIDIA interview that I had, the guy that wanted to break into NVIDIA.
Yeah, some guy that was like cracked out or some shit.
No, he wasn't. He was the opposite of cracked out, but he wanted to break
Uh,
in, and he thought it takes a second to hit L1 cache.
No, it was like quant dev stuns everyone. It was like
that
from
one.
10
That's
months
another
ago.
video. Yeah, he was correct.
Yeah. And so like for example, like whenever you question people on like how big is XYZ, right? What's the actual like is there any value to knowing that? Like I just don't get it.
It's like saying, if you're a painter, is there value in knowing like how to use a paintbrush? Yeah, there's value because it tells me how much first of all how curious you are, how much you understand what you're using.
So is this more of like for you to understand like the person, or
For me to understand the person, and for me to for that person to understand how much they know, because these are like simple questions that even if you don't know the answer, you can reason your way through it. So imagine I asked you like, what is 5 times 5? And you're like, well, I don't know multiplication. I said, okay, fine. 5 times 5 is add 5 times, and you still can't get it.
Yeah.
That tells me something about your intelligence.
okay. Just one more thing. So for example, I was just wondering. So I'm in second year of college, right?
Yeah.
And like I see like all this shit, like all these concepts that you talk, and it kind of like puts pressure on me to like learn more, which
Yeah.
I kind of thank you for that.
Yep.
But I'm just wondering, like, should I start like leaning towards a specific area, or could I just like focus on my basics now and then start leaning towards a specific area later?
Are you C++ dev?
No,
What
I'm in
dev are you?
infrastructure.
Oh, so you're like a DevOpsy person?
Kind of, but I just mainly code like in Python at the moment. Like we haven't done much of coding. We've only done coding in C, Java, and Python.
Yeah, don't rely on your classes to teach you anything, and
Oh,
don't
yeah,
cheat
yeah.
through them with ChatGPT. You need to pick up the books that I recommend if you want to be a low-level dev. If you don't want to be a low-level dev, I'm probably not the best person to follow. to be honest.
Okay, is like infrastructure? Would you say infrastructure is low level?
Well,
primarily?
infrastructure is such a broad term. I don't know what that means.
Like, let's say like just networking and stuff like that, like switches, routers.
That's a whole. I don't really talk about that. Like I talk about that in the context of TCP/IP Illustrated Volume 1, but that's just a single 600-page book. Like routers and switches and all this, like setting up the hardware on the rack. I've never done that.
Okay.
Right.
So
I'm
you're
not
just
the
more
best
of like
person.
software engineering
Yeah.
focused.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
I
Thank
do
you.
have one thing. I do have a
Or-
guy on getcracked.io. If you're interested in talking to a coach on that, I do have a guy
Yeah.
that does that. He's a DevOps
Yeah.
person. He's really solid. If you ever want to interview for those sorts of roles, just to keep
Yeah,
that in
yeah.
mind. All right, bro.
I'm
thank
just
you.
not. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Last person. Hey, what's up? Hello?
Sorry, I need to mute the stream. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, okay. So my question kind of was specific regarding your firm of your experience.
Yeah.
So I'm computer engineering. I want to get into like embedded systems or like anything FPGA related. I'm trying to go into C++. I do know that HFT firms will use FPGAs for like converting algorithms into specific things. I don't know after that what they do with it, like just converting it using the FPGA. But do you have any experience or like have seen that? I know you don't work with them specifically, but I know you work at a firm, right?
Yeah, I don't work in quant anymore, but when I did,
Okay.
I wasn't really in touch with the FPGA team, to be honest.
Okay.
I
So
know-
are you-
Wait.
I went-
I can answer
go
questions
ahead.
about FPGA.
Go ahead.
I know a lot about them.
You're the high school student, right? All right, shut up. Shut up.
What's your question? What's
I
your question?
don't have a question for you.
All right.
All right. What I would do is I would look into like solar flare and onload. Those are the closest things that I've gotten to for
Okay.
FPGAs and like kernel bypass and those sorts of technique.
Do you know of the company called HPR?
HPR. No, I'm sorry, I don't.
I interviewed for them. I unfortunately didn't get the position, but they said they liked me, but they just couldn't hire me as an intern.
What sort of questions did they give you?
Really specific FPGA stuff.
I
So
see.
it was like so they gave me examples on what they probably have done before. Oh fuck it. And then they were like in this, what's it called? In this code here, do you see an issue with it? Or like they give me a question on how I would design something. I didn't have to code anything, but like a lot of like mental or like not mental, but
It's like trivia
process.
brain teasers. Yeah, thought process brain
process.
teasers.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious at what sort of questions they asked you, like specifically with like, look at this code, what's wrong?
Let me remember. I have my notes. I can probably go back and look at it. I can probably send you something on the Discord, but
Oh, you're in
from
the
top of my
Discord.
head. No, I'm not in the. I was gonna join.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's not free, but okay.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. From the top of my head, I think it was something regarding. Fuck, I don't remember.
I mean, if you join the Discord, I'd love to see those questions. And they were C++?
No, FPGA, Verilog, system Verilog. Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
really care about those that much.
Yeah, it was not a C++. I'm not really into C++ yet. I'm trying to get into it now.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really specific, and it was.
What's your question? What's your question about Verilog?
I don't have a question. I was asking if he has any experience in it, but I mean.
I have experience. Yeah.
Give Ezra a chance. Just give Ezra one chance.
And like so, have you ever applied an algorithm into using like an algorithm they have and then translating it into FPGA?
Yeah. You know, convolutions, 3x3 convolutions. That's used in digital image processing, right? You can write that in system Verilog, and you can write that in like FPGA software, Cordis or.
So what
Legato.
HSL do people use?
HLS.
Or like DSL?
HLS, high level synthesis, right? You're talking about high level synthesis?
Yeah,
right?
sorry.
Yeah.
HLS.
You can use Vivado. You can use Vivado HLS. Yeah.
Vivado HLS, interesting.
Yeah, that's what I used for one of my projects. We converted a CNN algorithm, right, using Vivado HLS,
Okay.
and we packaged that into a component, integrated that into our top level design, and we were able to get like a digit recognition system working on the FPGA.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a high school student doing this?
No,
How do you
bro.
get?
I'm not a high school student.
So you're trolling.
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
But let's just say I'm a FPGA ASIC guy. Yeah.
Interesting. Are you EE?
Yeah. I did my master's in computer engineering. Yeah.
Holy shit. Do you mind if actually no, never mind. It's fine.
No, you can
Nice,
hit him
bro,
up
that's
if you
nice.
want to.
Okay, yeah. Do you mind if we connect?
Connect in
Like
the Discord.
LinkedIn?
Connect in the
Or
Discord.
Discord?
For sure.
Are you in the Discord with the same name?
No. I just discovered this live stream today. Just randomly.
But he's gonna join the Discord.
For sure. I'll join and yeah, you can connect and ask me any questions.
For sure, man. Thank you.
I've been doing this since like second year uni.
Yeah. I'm in my
Yeah.
well, I'm in my third year, but
And we actually have an FPGA guy in the Discord called Vinny. That's like cracked. He works at Goldman. He's FPGA.
the thing was I was really not like going into the interview. I know I wasn't that prepared, and then the second I saw the questions, I was like, damn. The schooling is like rough until you get into your master's. I feel like the first I'm in my second FPGA course, and like I feel like I barely scratched the surface on the stuff. But yeah,
Dude,
I want to do my master's.
It's not that hard. FPGAs are easy. Like wait until you learn about ASICs, custom chips that NVIDIA and AMD use, and they work. Like that's what they design, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
FPGAs it's like baby food.
Did you do a lot of verification stuff?
Yeah, design verification. Well, a little bit.
Okay.
Design verification, you can write your test bench in like System Verilog or C++, right?
Okay.
That's what a lot of companies use. They use C. Well, it depends on the team. Some teams use C++, some teams use System Verilog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've done both. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sick.
I don't like DV though. I don't like design verification.
Yeah, a lot of people don't because it's like manual grunt work. My professor is actually a design verification engineer for NVIDIA, for Apple.
Yeah.
And he said that he worked like 40 hours manually verifying the output, and he said that was the worst thing he's ever done in his life, and he quit like 3 months in.
40 hours? It's not possible. I mean, it makes sense if a test takes 40 hours. That makes more sense, right? But 40 hours manually verifying an a test case? I don't know. I don't think engineers at NVIDIA or AMD do that. There's no
Apple?
way. Probably
Maybe.
not Apple. No.
Interesting.
There's no
I'll
way.
I'll
Tests.
ask him a little bit more.
Some tests definitely take 40 plus hours. They take like 5 days in hardware. Yeah.
Maybe that's what he's talking about then.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you for. I honestly, I didn't mean to be rude to you in the beginning. I thought you were a high school student and you're just trying to like be weird.
Nah, man. I was just doing, just helping CJ get some views,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, some trolling a little bit here and there, but I'm actually a hardware guy. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna join the Discord. Do I have to be like a? Do I have to join the dev membership to join?
No. What's up? Say that again.
Do I have to join the dev membership to get into the Discord?
Oh no, that's a Patreon.
Oh, to join the Patreon, okay.
Or you can become an annual or lifetime member on GetCracked, and then you'll get access for life there.
Annual, that's $300, right?
No, annual is $150.
Okay.
Or you can just pay per month and be a patron for $15 a month.
$15 a month. Okay. Well, yeah.
We have cracked people in there.
All right. Well,
all the people you wish you had access to are in the Discord.
Interesting. Okay, I'll definitely join because I need to get more experience in like that realm, and then of course C++. I'm gonna start doing that soon. But yeah, thank you guys for your time. Thank you.
I'd Yo, you shouldn't be like rude, just because if I was a high schooler, you shouldn't be like, oh, shut
Yeah,
the
bro.
fuck up. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
I
got
heard.
humbled, bro. You learned your lesson.
But he was faking. He's a master's student.
Still, bro, you gotta treat people with respect.
No,
you
I'm
know?
I'm not a master's student. I'm done my master's.
Oh, okay.
I work, yeah, I work in the
I see.
industry.
Yeah, I'll make sure. I'll make sure not to. I thought he was just trolling though as a high school student, so that's why I was like, shut up. But okay, yeah. I'll fix my.
We forgive you.
I'll fix my ego.
No, that's good.
All
That's
right.
good, bro. All right. See ya.
Have a good night. See ya.
All right, Ezra, you joined any part? Are you gonna join the Discord too?
Yeah, for sure. Is there like a link to it?
Yeah, it's on Patreon.
Patreon. Okay, I'll find it.
Hey, Vinny's watching.
Who's Benny?
Vinny is also an FPGA guy.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, so,
Yeah.
I've I explored your channel, right? Because I'm trying to get better at C++. In hardware, there's different branches, right? Design, you're literally designing the microarchitecture in Verilog, and then you have design verification, right? A lot of the design verification engineers use C++ and system Verilog,
Yeah.
but like these days it's all C++, and that's why I'm trying to get better at C++.
We have everybody in the
Yeah.
Discord. We have CPP devs
Yeah.
that are cracked at Jane Street and HRT. We have
Yeah.
CPP devs that are in the military kicking people's asses. We have hot girls in the Discord. We have FPGA devs in the Discord. We have everything in the Discord, and we have 0 trolls in the Discord too. We have people. We have people on the come up too, which is good.
Yeah.
So we have everybody in the Discord.
For sure.
All right.
Definitely not looking for hot girls though.
You're actually I'll leave it there. Okay. All right, dude.
Bye.
All right, see you,
All
bro.
right.
Thanks for joining.
All right, take care, bye.
Bye. All right, guys, what do we have? We have a stream until midnight. You got the CJ After Hours. You got the CJE Girl. You got the CJ Grill Session. You got the CJ Operating Systems Grill Session. You got everything. And all of it was done for 10 subs and a fun time. And the stream was fire. All right, so share the stream with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your dog. Make sure he watches. Like the stream on the way out. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Video tomorrow or Monday. I'll have to figure it out.